Alright, so, as last we left off of Session 0, you had exchanged pleasantries with a bunch of strange people on your caravan. Some you had already previously known, and some you had just met. And through a series of somewhat pleasant, somewhat strange interactions, you finally managed to make your way to the city of Comorta. From there, you were kindly accosted on the main thoroughfare of the Mudfields by the Watchmaster of the city, who poked and prodded about your business. You cannot be too careful in times of war. And after he seemed satisfied with... Why does Joe not have any minis? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it'll probably work.
Hopefully.
On the next map.
I'm alright for now.
And after your business with the Watchmaster concluded, you went about the city, finding a little bit off the main thoroughfare a somewhat pleasant tavern known as the Gemmed Hearth Inn, where the innkeeper Kari had been swindled. And he provided Eric and Banyu with 2 varying qualities of bottles of wine. Both fairly expensive vintages. But after you had made your purchase within the Gemmed Hearth, the ground once again started to rumble, and alarm bells began ringing in Comorta. Going outside to find the commotion, you saw the Watchmaster requisitioning a bunch of war horses and righteous brand soldiers to go and rescue the caravan that you had seen leaving previously, that had apparently been attacked upon the road. And just as they were about to leave, the city was apparently assailed from the interior as a geyser erupted within the market of the Mudfields, prompting the Watchmaster to give you the horses so that you can go rescue the caravan while the righteous brand at Crownsguard deal with whatever is happening in the inside of the city. As you guys mount up the 6 war horses and ride off the road, that's where we're going to pick up.
Cool.
So we go out
Yeah.
today.
So you all just ride down the road at a brisk pace.
I'm gonna say to them, do not be alarmed, my friends, for you should be victorious in combat. And our names will be heard across the land.
Oh, don't worry. I've handled my fair share of beasties.
Banyu's riding very leisurely, taking in the scenery as if this were like a little day trip.
The scenery, as you're taking it in, you notice that some of the hills have seemed to they seem to be a little bit lower than you remember.
Are they lower or are we higher?
The hills themselves, some of them seem to have slipped and begun to sort of pour off of themselves as the ground beneath them is liquefying from the seismic activity that's been sort of upticking. And as you're still trotting through, occasionally the ground will just begin to quake beneath the horse's feet. And they sort of shake for a moment, but then they find their stride and then continue onwards.
Banyu pays it no mind and continues on leisurely.
When the ground is shaking, Jimmy is trying to calm his horses.
Normally I would ask for an animal handling check, but these are war horses. They're...
Oh yeah.
They're They're trained for battle. So this is a minor inconvenience.
Anything
Are we able to see any tracks of where the caravan would like where it was going and where it was attacked?
Absolutely. And you guys were only in the Gemtarth for about a half an hour as you're sort of talking with the innkeep there. So the caravans don't move particularly fast unless they really need to. And you would
Okay.
imagine that a caravan leaving from a rich, a mineral and fauna or flora rich area that their main export is wine, you would imagine that the caravans were probably going a bit slower than normal, to not damage their precious cargo. You know, than another caravan carrying sacks of spices and grains would. And sure enough, only about after 5 minutes of brisk horseback riding, you guys begin to see smoke.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Just like coming from the mist. And this entire area now, while it was misty before, now it's kicked up to like a full like steam. And the air is getting warmer.
Can I hear any specific sounds of, like I'm specifically trying to see if I can hear beast sounds.
Sure, go ahead and make a perception check.
All right. A 12.
12. You don't hear any sounds of ravenous beasts or shouts of terror or the sounds of horses being spooked from the caravan. It is, apart from the quakes beneath your feet, silent. And as you guys get closer and closer, you can begin to hear a fire roaring from the middle of the road where the caravan is.
Pull out my longbow.
Okay.
How far away from the caravan are we right now?
Right now, I would say about, from visibility, I'd say about 120 feet.
Okay.
You can see the sort of like head of the caravan and then one far off. The caravan's only about 3 carts total. So you see the one in the front. There's no horse. And there's one in the back. None of them seem to be moving. And the middle caravan, you can see black smoke just billowing off of it.
I'm gonna
Go ahead
bring
and-
out
Everybody,
Eric's.
go ahead and make another perception check from the distant,
Everybody?
the newfound distance. Yeah, and you summon Gurix. Gurix sort of says,
Eight?
"Yeah, boss, what's up?"
I'm gonna
Yeah.
need you. Look alive.
I try to.
Good, good. Damn it. You said another perception? Yeah, perception.
Take it off advantage.
Would
God
you
damn it.
would you like to
Take
roll
it
a
off
perception for
advantage.
Gurix?
Yeah.
His perception is +1, I believe.
So he got a 14. And I got
Okay.
a 19.
So Eric,
Um,
Parker, Gadon, the 3 of you. Are you specifically sending Gurix like up to survey the situation as well?
yeah.
Okay, so Gurix gets closer. Are you looking through Gurix's eyes, or are you just using your own?
Were we taking a second to are we still like far away from the thing?
Have you guys stopped your horses? Or are you guys still going towards it and you're just looking in the moment as you're, like, continuing to rush up to the caravan? What would you guys like to do?
I thought we were
Keep
continuing.
moving, yeah.
Yeah, I was still going.
Okay. So as you guys are all barreling up to the caravan, Eric, Gadon, and Barker, the three of you, and notice as you're getting closer and you begin to see the flames licking off of the side of this now middle caravan pyre. And you notice this from the 120 feet away. So you're basically calling this out, that you can see strange creatures that are flying around the middle cart amidst the flames.
There's some strange creatures over there.
What are
What
they
kind
like?
of-
Avian, reptile, demonic? What are they? Can we tell what they look like?
Well, as you guys charge up, make an Arcana check, actually, from the distance. These do not seem avian. These do not seem
First net.
Oof.
like bestial at all. To Gadon and Banyu, these would seem, at a first glance, more devilish. But Barker, you've read about elemental creatures that sort of have different affinities called mephits. And these appear to be magma mephits. These are beings normally found or summoned from the elemental plane of fire.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I wrote it down.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I have a paper and pen on my character. So I write down Magma Muppets and I show it to
Magma Muppets.
I show it to the Gadon.
I guess if he's like attempting to show me this paper, I'm gonna look back. Magma Muppets.
Yes,
They're Magma Muppets.
And I repeat after him.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna like lean over. What's a Magma Muppet?
I point to one.
Pretty much.
You just see hanging off the side of the front caravan a green frog, and he says, "Hello, it's Kermit the Frog."
Kermit the Frog here.
And so, how are you guys going about this? Are you guys still on your horses?
As soon as I see the creatures, I'm going to make a turn for higher ground.
Okay.
Not wanting these at least my horse to get hurt and whatever these creatures are, I'm gonna hop off of it as we start to approach the carts.
Banyu's chilling on the horse still. Kind of like side saddle, relaxing.
When
go
I
ahead.
see everyone else get off the horse, I'm gonna get off the horse.
Yeah. I'm gonna hop
as
off
soon
with
as
my
I
stick.
as soon as I get to higher ground, I'm hopping off the horse.
And
Okay.
as we get closer, I'm gonna shout, "Do not be scared, my friends, for I can use magics."
Uh,
I am here.
Fear not.
Now, this mist, is it? How thick is it?
You have a visibility of 120 feet, and everything beyond that is heavily obscured.
Okay. So
Meaning
would that
that
mean I'm-
anything beyond 120 feet, you would have disadvantage on perception checks to see, and disadvantage on attack rolls to hit.
Okay, and this is important because I have an item that does this. How lightly obscured am I at any moment?
I would say you sort of have dull, dark tones about you. So if you wanted to try to hide amongst like rocks or even like foliage, because the map is like a lot greener than it should be. Like everything around
Yeah.
here is like dull, like dull earthy tones and not vibrant
My-
lush tones.
My mantle, my little cloak, actually like shifts in color with the terrain around it, so it's not quite like an elven kind cloak, but it's close.
I
So,
would say with your cloak and with the mist, you would be lightly obscured enough to hide outside of 60 feet of anything.
okay. Fantastic.
I'm gonna tell Roxtifer to fly in the air and wait for.
Okay, so you guys should be able to set yourselves up where you want to be. It seems as though these mephit creatures that are assailing the middle cart are very focused on it and not paying attention to their surroundings. So unless you get within like 60 feet of them or so and you're not being stealthy, they would probably notice you then, but they seem too preoccupied to notice you.
I'm gonna try to sneak up towards like the cart nearest to us.
Okay, go ahead and give me a
And I would do that after everyone else moved, knowing that I'm wearing heavy armor.
Okay, I'm gonna stealth right on top of this hill here.
It's just within 60 feet.
Wait, where are you going? You're going onto the cart?
Yeah, I'm going up behind the cart. I'm doing that last because
Yeah,
my armor goes
the
clang, clang,
vibrate.
clang.
Banya's gonna reluctantly hop down off the horse, saying, "Everybody else get off." No, it's fine. They just
And,
can't relax, you guys.
Barker, I would say one more thing with your natural 20 to
Mm.
discern what these creatures were. You would know that mephits, like just basically all of them, tend to explode on death
Mm.
with various different effects based on their elemental affinity. And you would know that magma
Oh,
mephits
cool.
explode into lava upon death.
Can I say I wrote that on the piece of paper as well?
Yes, I would say that you would have shared this individual with your friends
Okay.
before that.
Okay. All right.
Okay, right when I hear like the clang, clang, clang of combat initiating, I'm going to shoot the one that's closest to me.
Okay.
So
Is
I'm
everybody,
readying my bow.
everybody
I'm
happy
going
with their
to-
positions?
I'm gonna tell
Banya's
Bring
gonna
it
go.
Eric's go invisible. Stay close to me.
Okay. You got it, boss.
Banya's gonna be hiding behind
I'm
the
going
cart.
to.
You could give me a stealth check.
Me?
Mhm. Okay.
Damn it.
So you think you're being sneaky, just sort of like running up to this wheel.
I would say it's more like a leisurely walk. They're
So you
very
just
relaxed.
saunter?
jaunt. You just saunter over to the wheel and just sort of like prop yourself up against it and sort of feel like you're just taking in the scenery of the mephits destroying that cart.
I'm gonna go next to Banyu.
Right here. Just like leaned up, like arm propped up.
You're right next to her?
In awe.
Like, like behind the cart next to her.
Banyu's a they,
Next
by
to
the
them.
way.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, that's good.
I guess I would
And then
try
Gertz
to
would be like, yeah.
follow in.
We're gonna accidentally
Kinda-
kill your character thinking that it's gonna be one of them.
And your owl is just your
Yeah,
pseudo-dragon just
Roxtifer
flying.
is
Mhm.
flying.
I'm gonna
Where's
try
the
to
owl?
follow in behind Eric.
I put
Right
him
there.
on the rock to the bottom left. The northeast.
Actually,
Okay.
if they're going there, I want to go on the other side of the cart of Banyu. And behind the other wheel.
Okay. Like,
Yeah, perfect.
Both Gurix and Roxifer both now are fly toggle, so if you wanted to move their elevation, you would like click them and then hold control and then just go up or down.
Gotcha.
Alright. Cool.
That's hilarious. I got another net. That's 20.
Jesus. Can you like
And a
hand
knife,
over a
wow.
couple nats?
No, I used them all. They're gone. I'm dead. It's over.
Tell me why I tried to click and move to the screen. This is terrible.
Okay, so as
Are you watching my stream or
Yours.
Okay, just making sure.
Every time
That's
you go
true.
away from my character, I'm trying to like click and go back. It's so weird.
So as you all are just sort of like rushing up to this scenery, you can see that now that the hills are sort of like sliding amongst themselves from the seismic activity. You can also see like portions and bits where the rocks have begun to crack open themselves as if from some pressure from below, and magma is just sort of slowly sort of pouring
Oh god.
very slowly out of them.
How soon would it like come anywhere near our area?
It
Magma's
does not appear to be
pouring slowly.
moving very fast at all. It's just sort of like very slowly just globbing out of the rocks here.
By the way, Kyle, fantastic battle map.
Thank you. I'm happy
Yeah,
with
it
this
does
with
look
how this
really
turned
nice.
out.
It reminds me a lot of Octopath Traveler.
I can see that.
Especially with the different elevations.
Mainly like the tone too.
And as you all are sort of like stealthily getting your way up to the carts here, Banyu and Gadon, as you're the only ones who have line of sight on this, and Jimmy up on the rock as you're sort of like training your bow on one to fire as combat is beginning. Banyu, you just see the one that's sort of like sitting on, like flapping its wings, and every time that it does, these sort of like reddish, like glowing wings of like fire and magma, each time it flaps, it's sort of just tossing out specks of molten rock that are just scattering to the floor, and like it starts a new fire on the wagon, on the sort of like reins where the horse would be, and the seat where the driver would be. And then it just turns back towards you.
Oh,
You
shit.
just hear this low guttural chortle as it begins to fly over towards you. So
Oh shit.
I would say
Bonnie's gonna-
go ahead and roll initiative as Jimmy gets a surprise round, as he was holding his action to plink one.
Great.
Oh, we don't have tokens on here.
That's a
so
crit!
maybe-
Yo, it's a fucking crit.
Dang.
What the fuck?
What's your
Yeah,
crit thing?
we don't. Oh, well, we don't have trackers, but hey, go on, Banyu. I see you, boo boo.
You don't have trackers, you say?
Trackers-
Oh.
Welcome to turn-based mode.
Huh?
Hey, that's a crit.
Pretty good initiatives, boys.
Okay, so Jimmy,
I
at the
feel
surprise
frustrated.
round, you loose your arrow. Which one did you strike?
The one closest to me, so the one that's the furthest south.
Is there a
The
way
one
to like?
on the wheel?
Yep.
That this one.
Just a little noodle.
For 17 damage. Can't do minus things. I have to actually do math. That's sad.
Oh no.
It's unfortunate. Okay. So you just sort of like, as you're trading, you can sort of see out of the corner of your eye, one of them begins to lurch forward and make a dash towards the other cart. You instinctively just loose your arrow that you have it trained on. Arrow flies through the air before slamming into the like dead center of this creature, and half of it, like the bottom half of it, where it's sort of like just dripping into these like magma tendrils that sort of like onto the like the road below. Half of it just sloughs off, and now it's just like this bare upper torso with wings just sort of like flapping lackadaisically to one side, struggling to keep itself afloat in the air. creature's not looking so good after that. You just hear this. It's struggling to maintain its composure. And because you rolled at the top of the round, you got the sneak attack on there. You got the surprise round on there. You get to go again.
Sure
What'd you like to do?
I'd like to finish him off, potentially. 20 for 7 damage.
Okay, so you knock another arrow, aim true, and slam it. This time into like the sort of like strange, almost goblin-like head that sort of has this long, almost sickle-like nose that comes to a point that just sort of like drips the same molten rock that it's made out of, and you just completely destroy the head. And this creature just, you watch as the arrow sinks in, the form just sort of like engorges for a moment, just, and then it pops like a balloon filled with caustic magma. And it just sort of like sets another series of fires on the cart. The cart is engulfed in flame at this point now.
Alright, now as, I'm going to, as part of my, like, bonus action and my movement, at, like, the same time, I'm gonna, like, lit my, nature's mantle and, blend in with the fog, so I'm going to hide and then move, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm behind this tree.
Okay, so you flip the hood, you duck low, and you begin to crawl, sort of like low to the ground.
So I'm going to roll stealth. A 9. And that will be my turn.
Okay, so you think you're being like, so as you're like on the top of this muddy hillside that's sort of like sawing off of itself in bits of rocks and protrusion. One of them you sort of like kick and it sort of tumbles down the side of the hill and clatters onto one of the larger rocks there. You can just everybody around you, like you could all just, you don't really see Jimmy, but you can just hear of his boots like schlepping through the mud. And then you
no.
just you can just barely see him peeking up behind a tree.
No, not like this.
I did not need that audio visual.
Then over to Bon Yu.
Like they've been this entire time, Bon Yu's just gonna lazily pull out a light crossbow and fire it at the one that is basically coming in her or in their direction. So,
All right.
Q. Oh, I didn't click it. What? Hello? Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Pew. Damn, that's unfortunate.
Okay, so you sort of very cockily, as you're just walking ever so slowly towards this creature, you just pull up your crossbow. You don't even aim. You just know that you're gonna strike true. And then goes straight into the wheel. Like it was only about like a foot and a half off of the creature itself, but it was a little bit too low, so it just slams into the wheel of the wagon, sort of like shattering and splintering it in a location. The wagon was probably already a lost cause, but now it's definitely going nowhere as one of the wheels broke.
Vanya kind of just like shrugs their shoulders and like, oh well, that sucks. And I guess that's the end of their turn.
All right, get on.
I want to move like, as up as I can be.
Is that as up as you can be, or?
I wanted you to measure it.
Oh,
Like I said, if you want to move individual squares at a time, you can just use your arrow keys.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
Sure.
I have 30 feet of movement. Oh,
You can get
that's a lot. Okay, I am going to move up 25 feet.
bet.
so it'd be like these squares.
This bad boy.
10, 15, 20, 25.
And then how far away is
That's
it
very
from me? Like the closest one that I saw.
The
going
closest
towards
one? It should just be about 15, actually 20 feet away because it's 5 feet in the air.
Ah, okay. Then I will go one more square towards that one.
You did. You did move 30.
You're going too far now.
Yeah, that's
That's
your max
30.
movement. Yeah.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to activate my Eldritch Claw as I like punch my fists together, and they start glowing with like various runes. And I am going to hold a punch out for that Mephrit to move closer.
Okay. And in fact, as you're sort of like running up in your heavy armor, you do watch as the eyes of the Mephit do just train on you.
Okay. And apparently, I have no shield.
So you're holding an attack for when a Mephit gets in range of you. Is there anything else you'd like to do as a bonus, or use your bonus action to summon your Eldritch Claw, right?
Yes. And that's
Yep.
it. That is my turn.
All right, Axel.
So my character, he's gonna target. I don't know how to mark it.
Just use the ruler tool to mark whatever you want to. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that I'm gonna get that one. 'Cause I'm gonna. Axel's gonna. He's gonna lay flat down the box, balls in front of him. He's gonna raise his butt in the air, wiggle it, and then jump towards that boy I marked.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
You know, your jumps still don't go past your movement.
Yep.
I guess I'll hop down. And I'll ready my shield and sword.
Okay.
And I believe that's my turn.
So this Mephit, this Muppet, my apologies. This
This
Muppet.
Magma Muppet.
You've been forgiven.
Kermie!
And that gets within reach of your Eldritch Claw.
That
Fucking send it.
goes 17.
Okay, so you're not sure how intelligent these creatures are, but as you raise your fist, and the tattoos like that sort of like claw up your arm, just outstretch, and in this like purple tendril of force just reaches out and biffs this thing across the face. If a fire elemental creature could look surprised, this is probably the look that it would have on its face. As it just sort of like tumbles backwards in the air, just.
Jimmy gasps. He does know magic.
It looks for a moment as sort of like recoiling from the blow.
I am
Head up?
going to like hold up my fist again as if though I'm gonna do it again.
I'll
With the other
do
one
it.
this time.
Okay, so as you hold up your other fist, it sort of like shrinks backwards for a moment, and then you just watch as this grin, this sort of just begins spreading as the bits of magma and tendril begin to sort of like stretch as it like sort of rips its jaw open, that it doesn't have a jaw, just into this wide smile before raising a finger and just and it's going to cast heat metal on your chainmail.
Oh, you piece of shit! You piece of shit! You absolute piece of shit! shit, Kyle. What the fuck?
Oh man,
That's great. That's
really
awesome.
funny.
The cooking book.
I knew about these creatures, and I love it so much.
Not the cooking book.
So, it chooses your chainmail armor, and it begins to just glow. And you just take 2d8 fire damage when this. Yeah, you just take 2d8 fire damage.
Yeah, I can't drop it.
You take 11 points of damage.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? No, I'm not okay.
Oh,
No.
no.
And I'm just like,
Does it happen
Oh,
at the beginning
God.
of his turn also? Or is it at the end of the turn?
If a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes the damage from it, the creature must succeed on a con save, or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, that has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of its next turn.
So then it's at the beginning of the Magma Mist turn then.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And it is just going to spend another 5 feet of movement getting back there.
You piece of shit.
And Eric.
It's Eric. Eric's going to peek out over to the right. Yep. And pulling out their rod of the Packmaster.
Okay.
And also holding the genie lamp. He's gonna point the genie lamp out, and a red beam of fire comes out of the genie lamp, and I'm casting a Eldritch Blast on the closest imp. The one
Okay.
that's like in line with
That one, yeah.
yeah, that one.
Okay. So you just sort of like slam your rod of the pack keeper on the ground, and just raise the lamp. At the end of the oil lamp, just begins to like emanate this red globule of energy, and then sort of like recoiling, like you're just firing a pistol or something. You bring the lamp back down to the side as the Eldritch Force. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
God damn it. 13 plus 8. 21. 2 hits.
21 absolutely hits. So the red blob of force just slams into the center mass of this creature.
And then 1d10. 10 force damage.
And it sends it's flipping over itself. Just...
2 fire damage from
Okay.
Genie's Wrath. So 12 10 force and 2 fire.
So you can see as the bolt of Eldritch Force just slams into the center of this creature, causing it to like flip over itself. The remnants of smoldering fire that are left as the blast itself dissipates just seem to lick up the side of the creature with no effect.
Right.
To have all your movement.
Yep, I sure do have all my movement. Gurix is going to hop or fly on top of this carriage.
10, yep, 15, 20, 25.
So like 30. Yeah, that was 30.
Yeah, that was 30 because he does up another 5. Yep.
I mean, he has 6, or no, he has 40, but yeah,
Oh,
that's
you want-
cool though.
Okay.
That's fine. And that'll be me.
Okay. This one is going to... Oh! Not that one. Not that one. This one.
Dang, this-
More heat metal.
Wait. Do I take this heat metal damage on the start of my turn?
No, you would take the damage on its turn.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's a bonus action for it to cause the damage again on its turn.
Okay.
But
gotcha.
if you're wearing it and you can't or don't drop it, then you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you would make that right now. So go ahead and, like, you would make the roll as soon as it goes. So go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, he can't drop it though.
Yeah, but he makes the con save where he has disadvantage on attacks
Oh,
and ability checks.
Oh.
Okay, so
Oof.
you've got this. You got that big old gut-on grin on your Goliath face, and you just like smile, and then you just start. You feel your skin beginning to crisp up beneath the armor. You're like, you begin trying to like pull the gambeson beneath your chainmail, just trying to get it off of you, so you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until your next turn. And this method is going to fly up. It's going to use its full 30 feet of movement there. It's going to actually get right in melee with you. It's going to be flying 5 feet off of the ground. And he's going to hit both Garan and Axel as you watch its form just begin to engorge like you would see the one previously do. But this one maintains its form. You can see it sort of like bulging out as its chest begins to like radiate this like flame. And it just begins to glow hotter and hotter. And then it just spews out just specks and cinders of magma. And I need both of you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Nice.
Of course.
Okay, so you both make the save. Neither of you have any evasion or anything like that, so you take half as much damage on the save. So both of you take 8 points halved. So 4 points of fire damage. That will be its turn.
I'm fine.
All I hear is just
What? You're not wearing any armor, are you, Axel?
No, but I have a shield.
Okay, so you have a shield and a sword.
Anything. Yep.
Okay. So this one is going to cast heat metal on your sword.
piece of shit.
Bruh.
So you take 10 points of fire damage and make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, so you just immediately drop your sword.
Bruh.
So this just this smoldering sword, just you can just see it like sort of just bits of steam and the mud beneath it drying and cracking and burning as it just begins to glow red hot in the dirt. And that will be its turn. Parker.
Yes. So, do you think I can hear Gadon like struggling?
Down to
Man,
hear
I'm-
you struggling.
I am screaming because this is hot. I am burning like the
Okay.
sins.
Am I able to like take an action to help him remove the armor?
Doffing heavy armor
10 minutes, I believe. And with help, that would half it. It would still be 5 minutes.
Okay, so
Yes. So getting him out of this armor is not feasible. However, you can definitely see this Mephit right here.
Mm.
You guys see that ball?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this Mephit right here is looking directly at Garan, and it's sort of got one of its hands out as it's sort of like dripping magma off of it, and it appears to be concentrating on a spell. And you could see, you could put two and two together that it's making Garan's armor glow red hot. And the same for this one is looking down at Axel's sword and making it glow red hot. So you can tell that they are both concentrating.
Okay. Okay, I guess I shall spend one of my key points to do dash. And
Okay.
so I get 80 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Can I hit him from here? no?
From there, no, but you could
Like-
cut off. You could get another. You have another square of movement because you could have moved diagonally back there, so you would have another 5 feet of movement.
Oh,
So like you could climb up onto like the wheel if you wanted to, and then you would be able to strike him.
so like here?
Yeah.
Sure. I guess I jump up to here and I two-handed smack him with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Oof. Alright,
The 9 unfortunately does not hit this creature.
sure doesn't.
You just
I don't.
sort of whack the bottom of it, and then it just scatters magma against it. You just watch it sort of like smoldering and sticking and cooling on the edge of your staff as you now have these speckles of stone on it.
Is that
I don't know if
accurate?
the imp next to Gadon gets an opportunity attack from him.
No, he would have been able to maneuver himself to where he didn't provoke an attack
Okay.
of opportunity.
Gotcha.
End my turn, I guess. Oh, it's here. Oh, it's the butt.
Let me get a shield now.
This one's gonna get right there.
Looks on you, the quarterstaff is wood.
And you see the same thing that Gadon and Axel had seen. It just sort of engorges itself and begins to glow like even hotter as it just breathes out speckles of magma and cinders at you. I need you to go ahead and make a dex save.
Alright.
Easy save.
Easily enough. You avoid the brunt of this damage here. So you take 2 points of fire damage.
Ooh, hot.
Good dodge.
Kind of just wipe it off my monk cloak.
Like a coal, and you just like flick it off your shoulder.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's
Roll a d20
really-
for me, Gadon. Roll a d20. Okay, it attacks Axel. You had to roll higher than a 9.
Thank you.
It's just 5 feet off the ground
Wait,
here.
wasn't Axel also holding his action to attack? Oh, but he was.
He already
Yeah.
did that. Oh.
Oh, he
So you can make an unarmed attack if you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the plan.
Do Landon have claws?
Yeah, I have claws. I do a 1d4 plus my strength modifier.
Yo,
Okay.
tobacco.
So go ahead and roll the hit.
Slash. Still a bludgeon. I think it's all done.
Just roll a d20. Oh, You already have claws. My bad. Oof. So you just like rake into the bottom of this creature, and just as soon as you sink your claws in, the sort of like very sensitive nerves that you have at the tips of your claws, you instinctively just retract as you're clawing at magma. And the strike does not land true, and you sort of find yourself backing off a little bit animalistically. And as it does so, this one is going to use its flame breath. So go ahead and make another dexterity save for me.
Gotcha.
Ooh, wait, 10.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So 11 just barely succeeds. So you
Ooh.
take half of this. Rounded down, so you take 3 points of fire damage.
Same looking too. Too good, man.
Was Gurx in that fire? Hopefully not.
No. But Axel, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
Okay, so, Axel, Gadon, Banyu, Eric, you all just watch as it just sort of like breathes its cinder breath at Axel. You watch as the wheel and a bit of the cart just catches flame.
Oh,
Oh no. Fucking damn it.
So back to the top, Jimmy.
Jimmy is going to cast Hunter's Mark on the highest method.
Okay.
So, a little thing of swirling green energy just starts flying around the method. So,
There's no Oh, it's a save DC. Is it? Is it actually? Is Hunter's Mark actually a save DC?
No, 100 mark just goes on the target.
It just do.
Okay. It's not, I don't have a
Yeah.
a Hunter's Mark icon, but I do have a hex icon that you may or not be able to see there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
You can see it. It's on the rim.
All right, so that's your
Alright.
bonus action.
And then Jimmy is going to shoot
Okay.
at the same
Shooter.
creature.
Shooter.
So
Go ahead and
that
add
is-
another d6 for the Hunter's Mark.
Yep. 9.
All right, so 9 points of damage. The arrow lands true, sticking in the side of this creature before, like, setting on fire and beginning to just sort of like crackle and burn as you watch the feathering on the arrow just instantly incinerate away as the arrow just cracks and burns and then falls to the ground. But the creature does, like, lose some altitude from the sheer force of the fucking impact of that arrow hitting the side of it. Okay.
All right.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Was that
Nah,
one-
I'll stay here.
Was that
Okay,
one
on you.
concentrating on
Oh
the
yeah,
metal of the sword?
that was the one on the sword. So
Ooh, yes, it sure was. I did not fucking put the concentration thing on there because I'm an idiot. Oh, the hex deleted the concentration.
Oh no, you
you
can't
only
have
need
X.
one. That's lame.
It might be because they're flying? I don't know. That's a mod that allows that anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so DC 10. Okay,
It's okay, we're here helping you.
so the axle, you see at your feet, the sword just and begins to return to its normal color.
Lit.
Lit.
The opposite, actually.
True.
What you do, Banyu?
Alright, Banyu, now seeing that part of the cart has been lit, they are going to just do a little walkie walk. Just to get out of that. And then, on where's the thing? On this one.
Oh,
No,
okay.
do the thing.
Nice.
Thank you. On this one. Do it. This one. On you is going to cast missile.
You gonna cast magic missile?
Uh-huh. Why didn't it roll the
It
why
just hit.
didn't Oh, it just hit?
It
Yes,
just
it,
hits.
magic missile always
Yeah.
hits.
Okay, cool. Well, cool.
Okay, so 9 points of force damage as these three like bolts of force just sort of slam into this creature, just like causing it to just like sort of like get holes that sort of like very slowly sort of drip down into themselves and close.
Bonnie just like kind of brushes off their fingers and look at their nails after having done that.
This creature is like sagging in the air and barely keeping its form together. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nah, they're good.
All right, get on.
Okay, I would like to like strafe around the left of this creature.
Okay.
To my left.
Cody?
Cody?
Oh yeah, you're right. You want to do what again?
I want to strafe around to the left of it.
Like that?
Yeah. Do I have enough? Am I within range of 15 feet of it? The
You'd
one
be able
that
to hit
has
it.
heat metal.
Oh, the one that has heat metal. The one that has heat metal is the one that Barker is
Right.
carrying currently.
This boy.
So yes, from there you would be indeed 15 feet away from it. So you can in fact
Okay.
Eldritch Claw that.
I am going to Eldritch Claw it. 23.
23 definitely hits.
Is that at disadvantage?
Yeah, I hate
True.
It is a disadvantage because you failed the con save. 17 still hits. You're good. So 11
Ooh.
points of force damage.
Somehow.
I did figure out you can in fact just minus the number, so that's good. I don't have to do math anymore.
Nice.
And it's gonna make a concentration save, which it does not. So you feel a slow relief, but you do feel the armor beginning to cool down, and it's cooled down to the point where it's not burning you alive anymore.
It's like a sweaty sauna.
I'm gonna go, my friends, it was all just a jest. I'm perfectly fine, and I'm gonna bonus action second win.
Hey!
There you go. That's pretty good.
That's pretty
Yeah, you
good.
need that.
And then I'm going to action surge
Yo!
another fist.
Ooh!
Hey, go all in.
I'm
I
going to
believe that this is
punch
still
that
at
one.
disadvantage because it's until
Okay.
the start of its next turn.
Ah, dang. Actually, okay. So, how high up is the one next to me?
It's just 5 feet above you. You can easily just without Eldritch Clawing just punch it. Just like do a fucking
Okay.
sure you can. Just dragon punch it.
Looking at this creature, do I think I can like grab Magma?
Make it Okay, so you know that grabbing a bundle of magma is not a grand idea, but you don't get the sense that the essence of this creature will burn you directly.
I just remembered Dan's concept.
But you do recall seeing on Barker's piece of paper that these explode when they die.
They do explode when they die.
Yeah, but that'll look even
What
cooler.
you're saying is, it does look like I can grab a hold of it.
You could certainly try.
I would like to do such a thing.
Okay.
He said the thing. He said the thing, boys.
Make an athletics check.
God damn it.
First combat.
14. Okay, so it's okay. It's got a +1 for its dex, so it's gonna make it acrobatics. So that's a total of 11. So you guys just all watch as Gadon just sort of like hunches down on the ground after slapping the shit out of this creature. He just hops up in the air and with 2 arms grapples this creature and brings it down to his chest. So we'll just put that out on the ground there.
And like during this, I'm like trying to figure out like what's the best way to grapple such a like a winged, unnatural, like no actual physical, like stable body creature.
And it is an unstable creature. As you bring this creature to your chest and you have like both of your arms like catching it, you just watch as it sort of like turns into a ball of magma for a second and then just sort of to not like be restrained because it's so like it's a much smaller creature than you. Just its like arms and wings and head just begin to form out of new places and it's just sitting in your grasp just
Let me go.
None of you speak Ignan, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, I don't believe so.
How much movement do I have left?
Primordial.
I think you only use like 5.
Oh, primordial is Ignan. Like Ignan
Oh,
is a part of
Primordial's
primordial.
Ignan?
Ignan,
shit.
Orion, all those connect.
You just hear this thing say, "Get off of me, you overgrown boulder."
Shut off of me!
Oh, Jimmy, don't you speak Orin?
I do.
That's also a dialect of primordial.
Yeah, so you get bits and pieces of that. You get the overgrown boulder part.
And then how much movement do I have left after that?
That didn't cost you any movement to like jump up and grab it, but you did take 5 minutes or 5 movements, so you do have 25 feet of movement left.
So I'm gonna like try to like move it towards that rock, and try to just pull it away from its friends, and more so get out of the way
Alright.
of more
He's gonna
heat
pull
metal.
He's gonna pull behind the rock. No.
And so that'll cut my speed, so I should only be able to move like 10 feet.
Okay.
Hold it. Yeah.
True.
You sort of like just drag it up to the base of that rock there, as you sort of like have your back pressed to it.
And that is the end of my turn.
All right, Axel.
I'm going to use my bonus action for second wind.
Is it a free action to pick up the sword from the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's part of his attack action.
Okay.
It's just like sitting there on the ground next to him. It's not like a feat to get it.
And then I'm gonna attempt to swing at it.
You're a level 3 fighter, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so that's you get an extra 2 hit points.
an extra 2 hit points.
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
second wind is 1d10 plus your fighter level.
Okay. Alright, I guess I'll swing at it down with my longsword.
Okay, so you pick up the still like somewhat smoldering log sword, and then it's still really hot on your hand, but it's not burning, and you're like, as you sort of like bring the sword up, it sort of like wobbles as you're doing it, and you just bring it back to your side, as the critical failure does not it's not hit, unfortunately.
Oh,
Nothing,
Well,
bad things won't happen if you roll once. I'm not that kind of person. Bad things, like there's no fumble chart.
Pull up the graph.
Yeah, there's no fumble chart. There are no fumbles. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Axel?
no.
Okay. Ooh. This guy is not looking good. But this one still does have its breath attack available, so I need Barker to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. easily. So you will take half of this. It's fire damage. So you take two points of fire damage again.
Cool. I'm still
This
chilling.
time the coal lands on your other shoulder.
Yes.
As you're just sort of like trying your best to dodge these two elemental creatures that are both bearing down on you and breathing fire directly in your face. You're somehow managing to dodge the brunt of it using your monk training. Eric.
Hey, it's a me. I am going to continue my onslaught if I can.
Take that line of fire on that one. Yeah. That one has
Is that
the
the
least
one
amount of
that-
HP. That's the one I blasted.
Okay.
I think the one you hit is that one.
No, that was the one.
Or is that one?
I think it was that one because that one moved up.
Okay.
That one is still sort of like maintaining its form, and it's not like slawing
Yeah.
off like bits of lava onto the ground. The one above it is, and the one next to Barker's right is as well. So that one.
I
One against
Will.
Gadon and this one right here have not been touched.
will cast a. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull up my genie lamp. I'm pull up my oil lamp, and as I point it at the one next to Barker, over to Barker's
This one?
Barker's right, yeah, that one.
Okay.
I'm going. I pointed at it and
You're gonna have
fire. Okay, got you. I'm sorry.
you'd have to move there to see it.
Chains of fire come up from the ground and attempt to grapple him. I'm gonna try to cast a hold person on it. No, if they're not a fucking humanoid.
Yeah, you would know that
Right.
these are definitely not humanoid
God damn it.
creatures.
Fuck it, Eldritch Blast.
I've got one job around here, and it's blasting.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one high up in the air.
One way.
One high up in the air. Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
16, 7. I'm not even gonna roll the fire damage because, of course.
There you go.
Maybe that one doesn't like fire.
Yes, you get the sense that these creatures are immune to fire damage, as they are
Yeah.
elementals
Fire.
of the fire plane made out of magma. Fire damage
kinda-
probably not gonna do much.
Yeah, the fire damage kind of just happens like once a turn.
Yeah. Okay. So you once again, 16 to hit. Absolutely. Once
And
again,
then
hold up your
7.
oil lantern. Just the blob of red force just begins to billow from the front of it, and you just rocket it forward, and it slams into the creature. And 7 points of damage. You just watch as it like falls a few feet out of the air as it's sort of like tumbling over itself. It's just unable to maintain its form any longer, and it just begins to swell. And then it, once again, just pops like a balloon, just in midair. And thankfully, nobody's within 5 feet of it.
Right.
So the magma just like splatters on the road.
Problem is, I haven't seen them roll a attack roll yet.
Yeah, they're
Mostly
just
like
either
breathing
cast
off
spells
fire.
or
Yeah.
use a breath attack.
Gurks is going to stay there. I'm going to stay here, and that'll be me.
So this method
Oh,
right
shoot.
here.
I've completely been forgetting to do an extra D4 of damage because of a perk I got. Damn.
Let's see if this one
Sucks.
recharges its breath. It does. So Gadon, as you're holding this
Oh, no.
creature, like close to your chest, and you're just sort of like trying to keep it from wriggling, you just begin to feel your arm just sort of like bulge out slightly as you watch the creature's form just engorge, and then just directly in your face, just go ahead and make a dexterity
Okay.
saving throw.
Hey!
Okay, easily enough.
Beat my 2 damage.
This is more of.
It's
this
like
is
he's
more of-
holding a baby and he's trying to dodge the vomit coming right to his face.
2 points of fire damage.
Hey,
2
He,
points
like-
of vomit damage.
He like lifts his head up to not get that much fire in his face.
You just
This
watch
will
his,
not best Gadon, beast.
he just like extends his arms and just like props, like after the initial wave of fire just like pours over Gadon's form, he just like tilts the thing's head upwards, and it just sort of like the remnants of it just spew out into the air. Barker.
I will use my reaction to
Ooh.
use my stoner and attempt to send this creature on a sleep. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
He's going to sleep.
You
It
are
is
getting sleepy.
this elemental creature of fire is not immune to sleep, so it makes a wisdom saving throw. What is the DC? 14?
14.
Roll this one out in front and center for you guys.
Hey!
Hey!
Interesting.
What is his wisdom though?
Oh, he's got him in the
It does
sleeper
not
hold!
succeed a 14.
He's
And
in the
in-
sleeper hold!
In
He's in the
fact, you're
sleeper
just, as you're
hole.
clutching this thing's neck, you just sort of say, shh, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Barker,
I'm like, don't touch this one.
what would you like to do, Barker?
Alright,
God damn it.
I'd like to. Boop. Oh, not go that far. I'm gonna stand right here.
Oof.
I'm going to hit the one that's on like little post that I was hitting before with one-armed quarterstaff. There you go.
Hey!
Okay.
For 6 damage.
So yeah, you just sort of, as you sort of take note to the one directly to your left, you just focus in on the wounded one and just smack it with a very quick strike with your quarterstaff.
And
And
then
this thing is barely holding on to its form.
I feel like that'll be fine.
It's starting to like bubble out just
And
slightly.
then, as a, can I
Mhm.
target the other one with my bonus action? Attack?
Absolutely, if you wish.
Okay, I'm going to use spend a key point to use flurry of blows on the other one.
Okay.
Alright.
How many attacks is that? Is that 2?
I get 2 unarmed.
2
attacks.
unarmed strikes. All right. Go ahead and make 2 fisticuffs. The
15
15 hits. The 10
10 does not.
misses. Just.
So he has 6 bludgeoning, and then I guess extract aspects activates. So he's analyzed.
Yep.
I can use my reaction to make an unarmed attack if he misses me.
Okay. So what you know about this creature is, well, you already knew that it was immune to fire damage,
I'm
but
pretty
it's
sure.
also immune to poison, and it is immune to the poison condition, and it is vulnerable to cold damage.
Cool. That is end of my turn.
All right. So the one directly in front of you, let's see if it rolls to get its... It does not recharge its breath weapon.
Goddamn dragons.
You don't have any... You don't have any metal, like,
Mhm.
directly on you or anywhere.
And a cloth and a stick.
All right, so cloth and a stick. So it's just going to look a little bit frustrated that.
I am a coffee sticky boy.
He looks frustrated because you don't got any. Who doesn't wear metal?
It's gonna,
Come
it's
on,
gonna-
we're in the age of iron. Come on, guys.
I love my character already.
Okay, so with its frustration against you, it is going to move out, and so you get an attack of opportunity.
Going. Alright, I'm gonna. A two-handed quarterstaff. Oh,
Okay. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, 9 misses. So it just is a little bit too quick as your your strike just whops downward and cracks the wheel even further.
And
God damn it.
Joe, reminder that your opportunity of attack is a reaction.
Yeah, but he's
Okay.
gone. It only works on him.
Oh, okay. I figured
So-
because it was an analyzed creature.
Yeah.
Oh no, where's this bastard going?
So sadly, I can't. Doesn't matter anymore.
Neither of you two actually.
My bracers.
You take like a bunch of piercing.
I do have braces on.
You're also
Piercing.
holding an oil lamp made of brass.
Oh. No! I will fucking destroy you.
So it's going to cast
You
heat
piece of
metal
Shit.
on
You bitch.
on your lamp. Okay, actually. Both Bodyu and Eric, go ahead and roll d20. Whoever rolls lower, it either goes on
No,
the
it's-
crossbow
it
or
can
it
go on
either
me,
it
it's
either
fine.
goes on the crossbow or it goes on.
Oh,
Well,
we're rolling that 20.
all right, Deshaun.
It'd be so funny if you were
Oh,
rolling that
silence we're hearing
22.
right now.
One.
Do you even
If
want to
you
roll?
realize
Do you
that
just
you
want to
have
accept
one-
No,
fate?
no. Yeah, I'll just accept it.
Okay.
Dude, I've used my nat 20 for something that's useless.
So, yeah. Uses its heat metal. You take 9 points of fire damage, and I need you to make a Constitution.
I take 4 points of fire damage.
Oh yeah, because
I'm
you're resistant.
to fire.
To shoot.
And make a
God damn it,
Constitution
I
save.
gotta do math now.
What kind of math do you have to do?
-4. Constitution. 16.
Okay. Yeah, easily enough. You can choose to not drop it. Oh wait, no. This is. It drop. You just do drop it, if you can. But you're resistant to fire damage, so I would say that this is a choice for you.
I'll leisurely put it down and stare directly at the thing.
Okay, so
Ooh,
this
what a
this
time.
oil lamp that is just now emanating this soft glow as the brass begins to turn orange. Just
I
gingerly
stare
place it
at
on
it.
the ground as the grass around it just begins to wilt even further and burn.
The fury of 1,000 suns, I stare at this motherfucker. Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Okay. That's its turn. And this one, it's going to roll to see if it gets its breath weapon back. It does not. And it's already used its heat metal for the day. So it is going to strike down at you with the claws. This one is a public roll. Why not? Does a 13 hit you? Axel? Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Ooh, 13 actually does hit you.
What's your
Aw.
AC?
What are you,
Ain't no way.
what are you wearing?
Well, he doesn't have unarmored because he's not a barbarian yet. So he doesn't
Oh,
have
right.
Oh,
so he's not wearing armor, but he has a shield. So at the max is
12.
AC. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless
Fair
he has
enough.
dex. Some dex at least.
So you take 2d4 plus 2. You take 4 points of fire damage and 5 points of slashing damage.
Yikes.
for 9 damage total.
That came out for an 8 for me, like 2d4.
Yes, but it is a +1.
Gotcha.
It is 1d4 +1 slashing and 1d4 fire.
Gotcha. Max damage. Can't believe that actually.
And Jimmy, back to the top here. What
Okay,
would you like to do?
Jimmy's going to move the hunter's mark to the one that just heated up the oil lamp. The one that's the highest, I guess, currently.
I think that's the one with the... No, wait, no, never mind. Kill that one.
Okay.
So he's going to shoot at that one.
You get to move your hunter's mark as a bonus action, right?
Yeah, that is my bonus action to do that. After the creature that dies, creature that has it dies, I can move it as a bonus action.
Okay. So do you move it on that one?
Yes, I do move it on that one.
Okay.
So 11 to hit.
11 just barely hits.
Nice. So 7 piercing damage plus
another
6 from hunter merc, 6 damage plus another D4 from my feat's dreadful strikes. So you didn't notice this before, but as I loose my bolts, oh my god!
Oh
All right.
my god.
Understandable. Have a good day.
That's like the same as my crit. Goddamn. Yeah, no. The bolt also has a green energy just slightly glowing off it as it travels across the air.
Okay, so
Oh.
see, you just all watch as like he completely takes the entire body off of this creature, and then its head just sort of like begins to drop out of the air before it sprouts wings and just slowly begins to reform into the Mephit, and it's having a really tough time after that.
Still alive! Good lord! Alright. That is Jimbo's turn.
That was the only one that was untouched.
Oh, okay.
Every like oh wait, no, the one by Gadon, the one that is sleep is also untouched, but that was the
Give me
only
that
other
con
one.
save, baby!
It does make a con save. Well, this one is public as well. Why not? More fun. Nope. So you just Eric, as you're just staring daggers into it, you just watch as it like gets fucking nearly eviscerated by this arrow out of left field. And you just begin to see your lamp there on the ground just begin to slowly cool.
Okay.
Positive reinforcement.
Would you like
Nope.
to move at all, Jimmy,
Let's
or
go
are you
pause.
good?
Jimmy will stay where he's at.
Okay. Banyu.
Alright, seeing everything that Banyu has, Banyu is going to aim, wish this would work for me. Banyu is going to aim at this bastard.
Okay.
With a light crossbow.
All right.
Need to be using stealth slot. Let's go.
16.
Sorry.
16.
What were you asking?
I was asking if Banyu was a rogue.
Well, you saw her cast magic missile, so you're not sure.
True.
Maybe. Maybe not.
For gameplay, no, I'm not saying.
Oh fuck! I
don't
also
know if
forgot.
you're
Go
allowing,
ahead and just roll another. Go ahead and roll another d20, Banyu.
Banyu?
Yes. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me because I forgot to do this.
1.
Roll a d100 for me.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
uh-huh.
I saw. I understand.
Huh?
Okay, hang on. Let me look at the table here.
Oh no.
Wait, hello? Oh right, I forgot about that. Hold on, let me find my book too. I forgot
know what's
about
happening.
that. Right.
Okay.
Oh.
This. Okay, so yeah, this makes sense, and this would have also. This makes sense. I don't
Okay,
need to
yeah,
like
no,
retroactively do anything.
yeah.
This just makes sense. This just makes sense. Just take a note of that.
Yeah, no, I could see that. After having shot the light crossbow,
Mm-hmm.
Vanya
And
will
you
gently set it on the ground.
uh
The next
no, because it's not being carried by another
Oh,
creature.
it's land.
So anything that's carried by
Okay,
you is
okay.
fine. It's just whatever you
Oh, okay,
touch
I can read that
anything.
part. That's fine. We don't have to worry about that. I completely forgot about that. Oh, glad you
As you
remembered.
just like as you take aim and fire, you just like feel your hands just getting a lot warmer than they normally are, and you're like, that's weird. And you're not even looking as you just like hear the sound of a balloon pop as the method that you striked was not doing good after Jimmy's strike, and you just end its existence. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Banyu is going to. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Banyu's going to walk forward and start looking at this carriage that is on fire.
That's a lot of movement. How many?
They were right
Is that
here,
30
right?
Is that 30 feet?
5.
That's 40 feet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you'd be able
5,
to
10,
be able to get there.
20, 25, 30. Yep. Okay, sorry about that. That's Banyu.
I wish there were just like a wire frame on top as well, just to make
That
it
would be
Yeah.
nice. That would be
I
nice.
saw the big squares and I was like, big squares, not little squares.
Oh,
You're
so I
not-
didn't know if you were allowing the aim rule for rogues.
Uh-huh.
Aim for rogues. Bonus action aim.
Oh, aimed shot?
Yeah.
Sure, fuck, why not? Who cares? That's fun. Go ahead. Power to you. What are you doing, Gadot? You have this. Actually, now that this creature has been asleep for about a few seconds in your hands, it's turning into an actual just ball of lava.
I am going to set it on the ground. Also, just so you know, at the end of its turns, it can repeat the saving throw.
Wait, it's a ball?
I'm like,
Throw it.
that's not fair.
We're gonna get our beach episode in the middle of this area.
Okay, when I said ball, it's like this globule that he's sort of like having to catch, like with his
Oh.
hands every time.
Okay.
So if you wanted to try and huck this creature, that would probably wake it up as it would take damage. But you can. If you want to huck
Oh,
this
okay.
creature, go right
I
ahead.
was just imagining like drop kicking it.
So to better explain the stone room, it puts them in a dreamy stupor. Is what it says. So it's technically not under the effects of like the sleep spell, which is why you should make the saving throws.
Oh, okay.
I am going to, however, set it down. And which of these two creatures looks more like hurt and ready to pop?
Well, the one that's right next to Barker. Neither of them look fantastic, but the one that's next to Barker looks like it's right about ready to explode.
Okay,
Like it is engorged and glowing.
I'm gonna go right up to it.
Okay.
Which one?
The one next
Uh,
to Barker.
The one right next to Barker.
Where all the orbs are dancing.
And Gadon, as you just sort of like set this creature on the ground, and it just sort of like, it genuinely just collapses into a pile of magma, and like it looks like identical to like any of like the other piles of magma that you're seeing. Like you would, like if it were being perfectly still, you would not know it was there.
That's
Important
gonna put me on
question.
alert. But right now, I have other things to take care of.
Important
As a
question.
first creature, I'm gonna look Parker in the eye. I'm not gonna do something to you that I'm not willing to also undertake. And I'm gonna punch it.
I'm also not willing to
Fantastic.
Oh my god! From the fucking top rope, he just fucking.
Understandable.
So, just like as you're sort of like very cautiously eyeing the creature and waiting to see what it does, then Gadon just. And he says that to you, and you just like look over at him, and like as you're looking over to him, he's already in the act of punching, and you're just like, oh. And his fist, like he jumps up and uppercuts the shit out of this method, and his fist is just sort of like dragging through the caustic magma that makes up this creature, just sort of like viscous fluid, being like it's like when you're punching cornstarch for a moment, and then just like his strength just like pushes it even further as it just drags through the form in slow motion, and then the creature just pops, and I need both of you guys to make dexterity saves.
All around me a familiar
Nice.
face.
Watch me not make this.
Nice.
Imagine being a fucking.
Why'd you call it? Why'd you call it?
Okay, so you take the full damage,
Okay.
but Gadon is fine.
He's taking a lot of damage.
You take 8 points of damage. Gadon, you only take 4. As this creature just pops like a balloon and covers you both in viscous fluid.
Yeah, brothers do battle. I'm gonna like just be cheering.
While he
Is
has
there-
all this
Is there
magma on him.
anything else?
Just like
Fucking
Shoryukens and like,
shaky.
like he only gets it on his arm and shit. While fucking my man Bon Yu is just covered.
I'm going to. I will
You
shout.
do.
Oh shoot, the cart. And
Yeah, I was
This
gonna ask.
this cart right over, like this cart that Barker is on, and Barker, you're beginning to feel like the weight shift beneath your feet. So you reckon that by the next round you should probably not be anywhere on this cart?
I was planning.
How's the other?
Otherwise, you might have to take a dexterity save. This cart, however,
He's doing it.
If you put
the
fire on it.
flame-
Putting fire on it.
Doing the thing.
the flames are not spreading quickly, but they are spreading. So, like, just the wheel and the slight bit of, like, the underside is still caught, but it's not spreading very quickly. So if you wanted to, it would take an action to put out the fire. Is there anything else you want to do, Gotham?
do I have any more movement to start moving towards fire?
It took you 5, 10, 15 to get there, so you would still have 15, so you could get right up next to that creature. That's Herring Axel.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Alright.
Cody, please.
Cody.
Yep.
That's what I want.
No, the one next to you.
No, the one next to you.
Well, how you doing?
You are Axel.
What you doing up here?
I got you. Don't worry. Axel, it's now your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna activate for my bonus action. I'm gonna use Fighting Spirit. With
Okay.
that, I get advantage on weapon rolls, and then I gain 5 temporary HP points. I'm gonna swing at this boy. Obviously, that's right in front of me with my longsword.
Okay, your sword has cooled down quite a bit now. Let's see if you can... Easily enough. That's unfortunate.
How's it looking?
What's unfortunate?
You just, like, like your sword just cleaves upward and just bisects this creature in half, like, face down.
He's like, "That's unfortunate."
And just, like, half of it just, like, falls to the ground. And the other half of it just begins barely reforming, and just, like, this little dinky wing just sort of, like, grows out of the side that you just cleaved off, and it's barely flapping to keep itself in the air.
And I don't think there's anything else I can do. I think I'm good.
All right, Eric.
Um,
I think you have a straight line of fire to that one.
I do.
Might.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, you can see the vast majority of the creature, so I'm not going to give it any cover.
Second verse, the third verse, same as the first.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yo, is that a warlock casting Eldritch Blast?
23-4.
Okay, so you just like look down at your lamp, you pick it up off of the ground, you just point it at the creature, and very lackadaisically shoot out another bolt of force at it, and this creature just it's barely hanging on,
Oh my
Oh my
gosh!
goodness.
Oh my.
and it's just like sinking down into the floor as it gets closer and closer. The bolt having taken its head off, it's just wings just like flapping on autopilot, and then there's just this moment of calm between Gadon and Axel as this creature is sort of like floating just ever so slightly between the two of you, and then just violently out of nowhere, it just I need both of you to make dex saves.
Oh, okay. Goddamn.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm pretty-
Cody.
That is unfortunate.
Oh,
I'm gonna
So
attack.
Gadon, you make the save, so you take half damage. Axel, however, you take a full 8 points of fire damage.
May have just came.
And
Good thing
Gadon,
you
you
took
take 4.
Okay.
it's a good thing you put on that temp HP.
Yep. I figured
I'm
it's gonna happen.
debating. I'm sorry. I was debating whether I wanted Gurx to do the thing, but you know what? You're right. I don't want him to do the thing.
What do you want him to do?
Drop a fire.
Nothing. He's good. He's good where he is.
All right, Gadon. Let's see if he wakes up.
He wakes up.
Is that at the end of the turn or the top of their turn?
It's at end, yeah.
At the end of each of
End
its
of-
turns. Okay.
Yep.
As it
Poor
wakes
boy
up, you do see
lost
that it has
whole turn.
the energy within this creature does begin to like glow as it's sort of like picking itself and reforming itself. As you see like wings grow out of the mound of magma and just begin to flap and pull itself up, and it regains its breath weapon. Parker.
Yes. Well, hold on there. Well, I can make it there, right? I have 40 feet of movement.
Did you want to get onto the top of the cart?
No, I just want to get like next to it. I want to put out the fire.
Oh, okay, yes, absolutely.
Okay. Right there. Good enough.
And
Wanna put out the
easily
fire.
enough, you just sort of like take out a sort of like tarp, like from your bedroll in your bag, and you just begin sort of like slapping the fire, and it does go out
Okay.
as it had not spread enough to require a check.
That is the end of my turn.
All right, Jimmy.
Jimmy is going to move ever so slightly just to get into a better viewing of that creature. And he's going to move Hunter's Mark over to him as a bonus action. He's
All
gonna
right.
Line up the shot.
Fucking send it, dude. Oh my god.
Okay. and
Another
then
2d6
roll-
and another 2d4.
Yep, another 2d6, another 2d4.
Jesus.
All right. Fair enough. And that's how we start the night and cap it off, lads.
You only rolled. You
Yeah,
didn't
you
roll.
only.
You
Oh.
only rolled 2d6.
Yeah.
Go ahead again. Fair enough.
Okay, so
27.
27 points of damage. So you just like you just sort of like I can't quite hit it from behind this tree. So you just sort of like begin making your trek down, sort of like trying to make as little sounds, the slurping sounds of your boots getting stuck in the mud of this hill. Just make your way down, and then you just take aim. You just like, as this creature is sort of like pulling itself up from the ground and beginning to flap, you just see this like the spark of this creature as it's like forming on the ground. You just slam an arrow right into it, and then the creature just instantaneously pops like a balloon.
I suppose I don't have an arrow after that.
No, any arrows that you fire into these creatures, any that
Yeah.
hit, are destroyed.
I figured.
Can I clap?
Roll to clap.
God damn.
Give me bows.
You fail.
All right. Jimmy's going to. Is that end of combat? Is there anything else?
Make a perception check.
Oh shit! I moved. It's here. Oop. 9.
You
This
don't
is-
see anything in the vicinity.
Jimmy's going to use the rest of his movement to get on top of this rock here, and that is his turn.
Okay. The rest of you guys, you also scan the surroundings, and unless you'd like to make an active perception check, you don't see anything in the immediate vicinity.
I would say Von, you would like
would.
to make an active.
I'll
one.
do it.
Because I'm especially looking at like these
That-
piles of magma.
There we
looking
go.
for, like any sort of like little goblin-y like faces coming out of them, or any of it shifting around.
Okay. From what you could tell from that creature being incapacitated on the ground, this would not be like a stealth check for the creature. It would actually just be indistinguishable from magma around it.
I guess I would just walk 15 feet within one of the magma piles and attempt to use the last bit of my force punch.
Okay. Yeah, so you just walk over to a magma
Here we
pile and then slap it with your eldritch claw. It sort of like scatters the viscous liquid across the stone, and the ground sort of like beginning to smolder in the grass. Doesn't appear to be.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna beckon Gurks over to me, and
Everybody should have free control over their characters now.
Gurks, turn into a raven, and go back to turn into a raven. Find Watchmaster Lechner, and let me know when you get there. And let me know when you find him.
You want me to turn into a raven?
And then fly to.
I can do that. I have that ability.
Yeah.
I can go invisible.
You can also shapeshift.
He just sort of like shrinks down into this black raven with a bit of like red just like tuft beneath its like beak, and he's like, ah. Then he fucking turns back into an imp, and it's just like, oh fuck.
See?
So you want me to be a messenger, an errand boy?
Yep.
You know, I had known that your mother would have been such a pain in my neck, I'd have wrung hers while she was in her swaddle. And as he's saying that sentence, he disappears.
Oh no!
Oh
And Eric, you're just sort of like,
And ooh.
this is awkward. And he's gone for a good, like, 15 seconds. Then
my God. What a
he just, like, pops back into reality. You can see that he's visibly sweating.
You good?
I apologize profusely for my transgression, and I will inform the Watchmaster. And then he goes away. He just turns into a raven and then flies away.
Yeah, whenever I can keep communication with him up to as long as we're on the same plane of existence. So yeah, as soon as he gets to the Watchmaster, I want him to tell me, and then I'm going to go into him and use Voice of the Chainmaster to like project my voice out.
Whoa.
Okay. It'll take him about 5 minutes to fly there.
Gotcha.
Jimmy
Because
is trying
it
to.
took you guys minutes to get here on horseback.
Jimmy's gonna try to figure out a way to put out the fire.
Yeah.
As
I'm gonna
you're
try
trying to
help.
figure out a way to put out the fire, you just watch as the center of the caravan just
Ooh.
collapses in on itself.
Oh no, that's gonna make it so much harder to put
Ooh.
out.
And
The other-
Jimmy, just watch as like clattering to your feet, just sort of like rolling on the ground. As you could just hear like wine bottles exploding in the cart. You just hear them just like popping. But like rolling out, just sort of like just hits your edge of your feet. This round stone. This sort of like rough, tan-colored earthen stone.
Pick it up.
Okay. You sort of like pick it up and it's hot in your hand. You're just like, you sort of like juggle it between your hands for a second. And as you're juggling it, you can see that it has a split on the one side of it.
Oof, it's cracked.
It
does
is.
the
It
rock
is.
look like it be from around here, or is it like very like not
Make a nature check.
okie dokie? 14.
The area around here, seems to be very mineral rich, so quite possibly. And as you sort of like look at the split in the rock, you can see in the inside it has these like reddish pink hued crystals. This is a geode that you have in your
Yeah.
hand.
Oh shit.
And it's like larger than like the size of your fist, and you're having to like palm it with an open hand.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pocket it for now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put it in like my side satchel. And then continue wondering, how am I gonna put out this fire?
Make an intelligence check.
How about a survival?
Is it worth it at this point?
Okay, you could make a survival check as well if you. Okay, with a 2 plus 7. Maybe you could put out the fire, but it's so far gone at this point.
All
Like
right.
this thing is just burning to the ground. There's not really a whole lot that you could do with it, unless you had like a spell or something at your disposal, and you even like look at the ground and you can see that the caravan itself is just sort of like cracked in on itself, and there's no saving the cart. Like for sure, this cart is done for.
Is there any loose items?
Would
on the
I
cart
potentially
savable?
use entangle?
Make an investigation check.
Can I use entangle to create this cube of vines to smother it.
How large is Entangle?
I put it out.
A 20-foot square. Uh,
I cast it multiple. It's a 1-minute concentration.
it's vine, so it wouldn't be airtight. So
It'd still smother quite a bit of it.
Wouldn't that just light on fire even more? Giant
vines
bonfire
are
in the
like-
middle this way.
Right, while y'all do that, I'll be right back.
Well, I guess they would have
Cup-
issues lighting on fire because they're not.
yeah, we have actually been playing for 2 hours now. So as you roll your investigation check,
Mhm.
that's where we'll take our break.
All right. Angle's fucking big.
I'm sorry? What'd you say?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Entangle's big.
Oh, I thought you said anal's fucking big. I'm like,
Oh
what?
God!
I'm like,
Guys! Guys!
what?
Holy
What the
shit.
Fuck?
Holy shit! I'm not a ranch guy in
That's
general.
so gross. Ranch is
Oh
gross.
my
Ranch is
god.
gross.
Oh my god, you guys cannot be called Midwestern if you do not like ranch.
Oh no!
Unless it's
my-
Oh no! Darn
Oh
it!
no.
Golly gee.
Anyways.
Heck gosh
Oh
darn
my
it
God.
today!
That's
I'm
real
not
weird.
Midwestern. Gee willikers, what am I gonna tell my grandmama?
Come here. Do you want my love
Totsugeki.
and affection?
You said what, Deshaun?
Totsugeki.
Don't be you. Come here.
What does that mean?
Totsugeki.
Don't be you.
Yeah, what's
bird.
that?
Doesn't it literally just mean assault?
Speaking of
In what
assault, I'm
language?
back.
A potential solution: could I make the entangle more concentrated in order to smother like half of it, at the very least?
5 foot square. I know
See, I would help
prestidigitation
you.
goes 5 feet.
I would help you, but the only magic that I can use is fire. So unless fire fights fire in this situation.
Well, most of the time it does.
Sure, if you
you
want to
confident?
burn a spell for Entangle and sort of like make it very slightly smaller to encapsulate just the wagon itself. And I'd say over the course of the minute for the Entangle, the fire possibly. Yeah, it'll probably be low enough to the point where you could smother it out with like blankets and tarps and stuff.
I'm
Saying that he's
So, like, are those like bedrolls and blankets on the side of the other wagon?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
there's plenty enough of like material of like canvas and stuff to sort of like pad out the fire.
Okay.
saying
Why
that
don't
he's
we-
trying to.
That sounds like the plan.
Why don't we just have Axel dig up a bunch of dirt like really fast and kind of like litter box it?
Feel like that's racist?
It would work. It would smother the fire.
Well, actually, and then I am going to use Giant's Might and become a size larger.
we're just using all our shit, aren't we, huh?
I mean, most of my
Is
stuff
all of
recharges
them?
on a short rest. How much
Okay.
yours? Let's have more of these. So I am going to become.
So you become a size larger?
large. Yes, I become size large. This is going to be important if enlarge ever becomes up. And then you start taking like hand.
Now stop it.
And then
Stop.
start like taking handfuls of dirt and start like.
It's
litter
my
boxing.
line.
Okay. Also, Joe's not back yet.
So after a minute of entanglement, the vines sort of like are wilting from the inside from like the smoke and the heat. They crumble away after the minute, and you can see that the fire is like low embers that, with the introduction of oxygen again, are beginning to like pick back up into flames. But through the large size of Gadon and everyone else sort of helping to pat out the fire,
I'm using
you do.
prestidigitation to, like, put 5 feet out at a time.
Okay, yeah, and you just, over the course of about another minute, you get to this point where it's just nothing but smoldering embers that are no longer catching ablaze. And with your 18 investigation to see if there are any like other items on the ashes sort of like spilling out from the underside of the cart, you do see like a number of pinkish crystals.
Where are the caravan drivers?
They fled back to.
Oh, okay.
City,
Yes. And
Okay, I was just like, we're just
actually,
not
yeah,
talking about
I would say at this point, the immediate danger is past, and you sort of like collect your surroundings. You see about 3 dead commoners, like, and 6 dead righteous brand officials.
Oh no.
Oh no. Let's gather their bodies.
Yeah.
gather their bodies and low-key loot them? Question mark.
No. Absolutely not. But Jamie doesn't, at the very least.
I'm pulling the bottom, like, yeah, these are, you know, the righteous soldier, the righteous brand, kind of the army of the guys who sent us out here, who are going to be coming to check their belongings.
Yeah. Oh, how badly damaged
I mean,
was
they're not
the...
really gonna be using this stuff, though, right?
Yeah, but they have families.
And you have families and
I'm
common
not gonna
decency.
take anything personal. Common
Money can be personable.
I mean, we might need to. Fine.
And you also see what appears to be like, in addition to like the smatterings of like stone from like the method explosions, you do see a number of other patches. Like close to where you like gather the bodies, of spots where you presume method to have exploded in a violent vitriolic death.
Are there any signs of horses nearby?
The horses actually, they all appear to have been cut free. So and they are probably going to eventually head back to somewhere. And you do note it. You would note that you would have seen a number of like the same sort of like spotted like palominos and stuff, or whatever they were riding. That those horses did in fact make it back to the town, as they were the ones being ridden by the drivers to come get help. So you reckon that they used the horses for that, to try and just get as many
so the
people
horses-
out to get help as possible, and the people that stayed behind were rather unfortunate or have escaped.
Yeah.
You're not sure how many people left with the caravan.
You said not to open these boxes, right?
Do not open them.
The boxes, like, well over 90% of like the shit that was on this cart is just gone. There are no wine bottles left. There are like the sacks of grain and like salt and all of that stuff has just been burned. The only thing is, like, you see Banyu sort of like scraping through the ashes around the cart. The only things that are like salvageable from this cart are the minerals and metals that have been mined for transportation to probably either Rexentrum or Zadash or somewhere.
Oh yeah, I give like a And like Roxford comes back down, of course.
Oh, your bird. Your dragon, sorry.
I'm just gonna say my bird flies overhead, usually.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you definitely did not have your bird in melee combat with you.
Yeah, definitely not.
So that it did not immediately die to a death breath.
That's
No.
what I did.
A bird knows better.
There will be no sprinkles this campaign.
More sprinkles. No.
Or Lord Eggs.
No Lord Eggs either.
Not Lord Eggs.
Being a pet, the parents always get like, the parent being the parent of an adventure is the worst thing in D&D. No, being an adventurer's pet, that's the worst thing in Dungeons and Dragons. So you guys are all just waiting around for confirmation from Eric. So what are you guys doing?
Vanya's gonna leisurely sit.
Okay.
And just like watch over the caravan, but like sitting and relaxing.
Did you abscond with any of the materials from the cart?
None of them are scrap worthy.
Well, on the cart, you do see like a number of like, sort of like bullions of gold, and silver and platinum that were all like probably being transported to be refined in a larger settlement, and to be made into crowns for printing, as in like coins and stuff.
Yeah.
And there were
No,
plenty of other
You-
precious minerals and the strange geode, like the strange pinkish geode crystals.
I take out the wine from my bag of holding.
Okay.
Oh,
Anybody?
Go back to holding.
Now I'm gonna keep watch.
Hey, I'm always down for some.
I'm going to short rest on top of this wagon.
Okay.
I'm going.
Or at least try to.
You guys wanted to try it.
Reads book under tree.
Pour me a small cup.
So you guys taking a short rest here?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
keeping watch on the back wagon.
Well, at least until, it's not really going to be a
Fine.
short rest. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it will be, but, gotta waiting for Gurks.
We would like to attempt a short rest. It's like during this time, I'm like going over like parts of my armor, like trying to feel my skin underneath. I was like kind of
Oof.
burned. By burn, kind of, I mean like very burned.
So you take this sort of like deep navy blue bottle of you had the lionette, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So you
the,
take lionette wine. And the sort of like ruddy clay crest of a lion specked with gold just sort of like fades into the deep blue of the bottle, and then it goes up into this nice what appears to be like hand dipped like wax around the top.
I think that might have been Bantu's. I had the $15 one, or the 15 gold one.
Let me check
Bantu
the
has
thread.
I remember Bantu's had
Wine.
the gold. I didn't know if mine did though.
Well, no, I think Bantu's had like
Bunyu has the
deeper-
Stossman's
yeah,
Thistle
Bantu.
Branch Dark Blood Red Wine, and you have Lionett Vineyard
You've got
Purple
me
Cinder
saying
Red
my
Wine.
own character wrong.
Gotcha.
Banyu, not Bantu. Who the hell's Bantu?
Did I say Bantu? Oh my god.
What is that?
We don't even
brown
have
wine
like,
that sounds
similar
familiar?
sounding characters this game.
There you go. I've unarchived the thread. So yeah, do you wish to like rip off the wax?
Yeah.
How many bottles of wine have you opened? How many breads have you eaten?
Oh.
Are you gonna get
Oof.
absolutely messed up, bro?
I think for Eric, this could. I've seen my parents. I've seen them like do it. I don't think I've actually ever like opened a bottle.
Okay, so you would have taken note that your parents sort of like they find like a bit of like twine or cord that's underneath the wax that sort of like rips along in a circle that allows you to just take the cap of the wax off to get to the cork beneath. You're having trouble finding the cord,
Oh no.
and you
Thought
sort of
he
just
was
like are just like
watching it amused.
digging your thumb just like around, just sort of like mushing the wax around, and sort of like it's cracking. There's no cord at all, so you just sort of like around the top of it, you just sort of like begin cracking the wax off, and it's sort of got this like coat of like maroon on like
God
affixed
damn it.
in and like stained into the cork that's sort of like dipped into the sides around it.
Are you gonna like wax all over your hand?
Like watching.
Absolutely,
this,
he
can I-
is.
Can I stop him?
Banyu is enjoying this. They're gonna watch from afar.
And like being from the wine city, can I have a better knowledge of how to actually open this bottle?
Well, the damage has been done to the
Has
wax
been
cap.
done.
Do you just like stick the like? Do you have like a dagger? Or do you have like a corkscrew? I would say that these guys are coming from Comorta, so they would have a corkscrew on theirs. So you just go over to the caravan, and you take a corkscrew, and you just sort of like screw it in, and then
Ooh. I give it a little smell.
okay. Smells
Like wine.
does just kind of smell like wine. You were expecting a little bit more, but it just kind of smells like wine.
Right.
Did you get ripped off?
No. Wine just smells like wine.
Okay, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to like chill it,
Okay.
and then. Do we have any cups?
Sure you
I
have, like,
toss him- I toss
Go
him
ahead.
the cap of my wine skin or water skin to fill that up. I just want a little taste. I want to stay on edge out here.
Ah, yes, our water skins. How did I forget? That we need water from.
Are there any like cups on these like?
Are there
the
cups
wine-
on-
Make an
All the-
investigation check to see if you can find any goblets on these caravans.
Sure.
I'm rolling hot
Okay.
for the wine.
Sure. Eric and Gadon, both of you guys find nice silver goblets on
Oh,
the
okay.
unburned caravan, on one of the two unburned carts of this caravan.
Ooh, ooh.
You're not sure who these belong to, but they're silver, so it is, some
Let's
some
drink from
element
them
of
and put 'em-
sanitization upon it.
You think if we dip it in magma, that will sanitize?
What's sanitation? Jimmy yells.
It's where
You
your
know
stuff
what?
doesn't
Fuck it.
have dirt on it.
I say fuck it, and I poured wine into goblets.
Okay.
Dawn, you
I'd
say
say I would say
yourself.
you find enough goblets for the crew here, and you could pour everyone a glass should you wish, and you'll just have a
Banyu's
little bit
gonna
of wine left
abstain
over.
because they are 17. Unless
Cares-
alcohol age
Who
doesn't
cares about
matter.
age?
The age of
In the-
the age of drinking in Dungeons and Dragons is a
Aren't you
very
adult at
strange
16?
question that I have
Oh.
not asked myself.
I mean,
I mean, like
I mean, Bunny
You know what,
also has a really expensive wine on them, but
In medieval times,
But there are
didn't they,
probably like peasant children in Allfield right now getting blasted on moonshine.
Absolutely. There's some delinquents out there just fucking blasting it up. Wake up now.
Bunny's gonna refuse, but kind of like watch Eric and be like, "Oh, so you're not afraid of dirt?"
I use prestidigitation to clean the goblet off.
There you go.
Bunny's
Magic.
gonna scoff. Like,
I stare
What a
directly at
pussy.
stare directly at Banyu, and just use the prestidigitation to clear off the goblet, and then I take a
Banyu.
sip, staring at Banyu.
Banyu is gonna say, in Draconic, "I will make you eat dirt. Don't look at me." Can I intimidate him?
I don't speak Draconic.
I know, but it's still scary to intimidate him.
Make an intimidation check with a relatively high DC. You have no idea what the
God
fuck this
damn it.
person is saying.
Sounded like a curse.
They're just
I
sort of like
pull- I pull down
grumbling like harsh consonants back together. Like you're having to struggle to find the vowels in the mix. Like you're wondering if somebody forgot to buy a vowel there.
I pull down.
Forgot
my
to buy a
glasses,
vowel. Yep.
Look Bantu up and down.
Bantu.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know where I get the name from. Banyu. Up
Your
and down.
arrogance.
Mess up again and Banyu's gonna hurt you.
Oh my god.
On who?
Fine.
And I I say in Primordial, keep your words to yourself.
I don't know that, though.
Yep.
Unless Abyss.
Both
We're
of you are just
speaking- We're both just speaking languages we don't know to each other.
like one person is speaking this harsh guttural language just like filled with like X's and Z's and GH's and KH's. And the other person sounds like they're speaking like a crackling fire. It's just two like both of you have no idea what the fuck the other one is saying to each other, and just everything is lost. This is a complete and total communication failure.
I like this game. I like this game. And in Goblin, Jimmy says, "I'm having a very nice day today."
God damn it.
I just start mimicking random.
Like as you're
Sure.
saying, I had a very nice day today in Goblin. You're having to sort of like find double meaning for words because goblins don't really have like a way to say nice day.
Good. I'm
And I would like
having
to
good
mimic
today.
random things.
Good sunlight
Mimicking
today.
All three languages.
I can also speak Orcish and Knoll and Bird and
Oh, I only know that I'm going to say it in Giant. A little bit of something. You guys speak a lot of stuff.
and I can speak every kind of animal. Every kind.
Every kind of animal.
After about like
Oh.
7 minutes of awkwardness, as you guys are all just talking completely different languages to one another, and nobody's understanding anything. But Barker is over there getting a veritable repertoire of noises to mimic.
Oh no, he's gonna repeat it one day. And he's just gonna be calling some like knoll or a giant some swear words. Not even knowing. Oh, it's gonna be so funny.
So, speaking as time passed, after I've like, sipped this wine, tasted it and all that stuff, and finished it, I'm gonna throw this goblet back into the cart.
Okay.
Same.
And also, all of you guys are just sort of like, as you all get done with your intimidation fiesta and misconstrued language, so Eric, get on. you two probably would have tasted like the most fine wines out of all of the group here. Like Jimmy, tastes pretty okay. It's tangy.
It doesn't have, it ain't got the turtle spit in it.
It does not have turtle spit in it.
Oh no, not
Um,
the
Mark-
good.
Marginally better.
It gave it that little that turtle spit.
It's spit got a kick.
Doesn't taste expensive. It tastes cheap. Like you've heard tales of Kamorda wine having these like incredible earthy flavors that you can't find anywhere else in the Empire. This just tastes like some swill wine that you could get on like a street side vendor, bottled from someplace and who knows where.
Oh, so you did get swindled.
Jimmy says, "This is probably the best wine I've ever had."
Oh,
This
What
is
is
probably the
this?
wine you've ever had.
this is the wine.
This
I
is the
don't
wine of
know.
a girl.
That's terrible.
You crush some
I'm gonna-
grapes and. Okay.
I'm gonna like go over and whisper
Jimmy
to
is
Eric.
pulled into the fire.
What fire?
This fire.
Jimmy looks up and sees his impending doom.
Just
The fire is
divine
the sun.
intervention flame strike.
Oh, not like this.
I'm gonna whisper to Eric.
So yeah, none of you are particularly like ecstatic about the wine that you just had, especially Eric.
I'm miffed.
I better get your money back. Can Banyu see his
I'm
displeased face?
livid.
Absolutely
Banyu's
can.
just smirking. Banyu's like kind of stretched out along this little slope, and it's just smirking hella hard under their mask.
Hey, Bon,
Huh.
you know how that wine of yours tastes?
Bon! When did you get so comfortable to call me that?
Well, I figured that we did some bonding over that little fight, and then we had that, little powwow of wonderful languages that we've all heard before. You
cannot see it, but Banyu is glaring through their blindfold.
I don't think I've actually ever given my name to you, to the.
Well, we heard like Eric from the
Oh
Watchmen.
right,
Yeah?
Yeah.
right, Erickson. Or no, it was Master Riker. It was
Oh,
just
right.
Master Riker.
Well,
Rada.
my character's been calling
Radar,
you
sorry,
my lord.
Radar.
My character's been calling you my lord just out of like not irony. God, what is it? Just to tease you, to taunt you.
Mm.
Mockingly.
Yeah.
Mockingly address him by an official title.
Anyway, what were you saying?
So yeah, you were
Oh yeah. You eventually just hear something peering into your mind. Eh.
okay. I go into I'll just say give me 1 second, and I'll go wide-eyed, and I am now with Gurk.
Okay, as you're looking through Gurix's eyes, you're just like looking directly at the face of a very like surprised Watchmaster Leshnar, who was kind of just like beginning to swat at the raven on his shoulder, as the
What?
barks and caws of the raven just slowly morph into your voice, and he just raises an eyebrow and begins to listen. What do you say?
Caravan is secured. It was one of the caravans got destroyed by Magma Muppet fuck me.
A
Magma
method?
Muppets.
Fuck me.
A method?
Magma methods. as one of one of the other people said they were. But so far everything is
That's
fine.
covered.
If you want to bring somebody to get the caravans, they're ready for you.
Very well. I myself will go tend to see. We have the situation here in Komodo under control. It's a mudfield market, however. We had a run-in with methods of a kind as well. Not magma, but of steam.
Hmm. Where are all these? Where are these things coming from? Is there a portal close by? As I think they come from the, plane of fire and
Jesus
water and
Christ.
stuff.
Holds that thought. And he just goes on to inform you that he will be dispatching himself and a team of riders to come and secure the caravan along with another cart to bring it back to the city of Komorda. And re-outfit it and double the guard and have it on its way to Rexentrum.
Understandable. Is there anything else you need from us? Or
Just
from?
stay put. Make sure
Gotcha.
that nothing further happens to the cart.
I'm going to leave my Raven friend here with you for the time being, just in case you need to conversate with me. Just let him know. He'll tell me.
Just like the raven just like barks and cusses like, oh fuck, do I have to?
Yes, you do.
And the watchmaster just sort of like furrows his brows at the raven is like, does not know what to make in this situation.
And then I'm gonna come back out.
Okay.
They're on their way.
Like this entire time, I've been like waving my hand in front of his face.
I swat the hand away. Would you stop?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh, I just realized something.
What did you
My weapon
realize?
gave me advantage. My weapon gives me advantage on initiative rolls.
Yep.
I was looking at that. I forgot about that. So we can't be surprised as long as you're within 30 feet of me.
Oh. Hot dog.
Hot dog.
I just remembered that because I was like, huh. So is there any pinging from that? Or like any little flash of warning that Banyu needs to know?
The weapon doesn't, it's not like Sting. You can't look at the weapon and it'll tell you if there are like orcs nearby. This weapon will alert you if you're in the process of being attacked.
Okay.
It doesn't warn you of errant danger or the possibility of being attacked. It just warns you like, oh fuck, combat. It's right now. And then it gives you advantage on initiative checks, and nobody within 30 feet of you can be surprised.
Yeah.
And surprised is a condition, not a you could still be, oh fuck, combat's happening, but you won't be, oh god, oh fuck,
Yeah.
I'm being stabbed.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
I
oh
was
god, oh
just-
fuck, I'm being stabbed. Make perception checks as you guys are waiting the probably 15 or so minutes before you reckon the Watchmaster and his company will get here. Okay, so, got on. Jimmy? As you guys are just waiting here, the ever intermittent, like low rumbling quakes of the ground they begin to sort of like pick back up again.
Oh no.
Secure the horses.
Okay, so get on. You go ahead and I'm not even gonna make you have a check for this. You just go up and wrangle all the horses. Sort of take all of them by the lead.
Yeah. I would like to just. Honestly, I would tell someone else to do it, but yeah, I was to bring them as close to us as possible and make sure they don't just get scattered by this event.
Jimmy is just keeping a watchful eye on the horizon.
Okay.
I'm just meditating on the boxes.
Bonnie is staring up at the sky and roughly the land in front of them.
You
Actually,
just
that big
stay up
blue-
into the gray, misty sky. Unable to see any specks of blue. So all of you, as you're feeling the earth just sort of like intermittently quake beneath your feet, one becomes much more violent than the last of them. Just sort of, it just goes from this low, then slowly begins to crescendo, and then you hear the rocks begin to split, and from several locations around the rocks, you just hear the rushing of water, and just a spray of steam just goes splitting out from several places in the area, just tossing even more gouts of steam into the air, reducing your visibility from 120 feet to 60 feet. So anything beyond 60 feet will be heavily obscured, and you will have disadvantage on trying to perceive things.
How about for light obscuration?
I'd say you could hide within 30 feet of something.
Alright.
Well, Bonnie doesn't like that being next to a rock that's on fire. So they're gonna just go over here. Just be watching.
Jimmy's going to ready his bow for the first sign of anything that doesn't seem like a hoofbeat. And he's going to yell out, "We all good?" Guys?
Currently,
I'm still like keeping my eyes out for any more danger.
Bonnie doesn't respond.
I just start muttering the random languages again.
Is
Guys?
there anything to see?
I said
Make a
currently.
perception check.
Not
Are
a
we all
happen
making
this time.
perception?
Anyone who would like to, who is actively paying to their surroundings, paying attention to their
Mhm.
surroundings.
Bonnie, what is up, my dude? Why are you like this today? You're just too relaxed.
Eric, Parker, the two of you, when you were first like arriving into Comorta and the sort of like mist was laying low on the ground, and the eruptions of geysers in the distance, you recalled seeing like almost like lumps of mist just sort of like shoving through, sort of like disturbing it. You begin to see those.
You said we begin to see.
Yeah, as the like the geysers that had erupted around you, have filled the air with mist, like a thicker mist, and it's sort of like collecting and coalescing on the ground. You just watch as like lumps of like air just like moving like a current through it before like disappearing.
Hey, Deshaun, did you want your character anywhere else?
Yeah, if you guys wanted to reposition it anywhere, now would be the time.
Yeah, I want to move back towards like the front cart, just hanging out near the front of it. I'm also now back to medium.
Okay.
I'll be next to
Your giants form only, or giants might only
Yeah,
last for a minute. Damn.
Gasiodon.
Don?
Gadon, yep. That's
Yeah, I'm
that's what
hanging
I
out.
said. I don't know what you're talking about.
So you'd be hanging out around here.
Cody.
I think he's at the front.
Cody?
Where you,
I'm gonna hang out and like towards the front of the cart.
Sure.
In this general area.
After you figure out which one to send again.
Oh, Burb just ascends.
that's what he does.
Mine's up there somewhere.
Shooting star.
I could really use a wish right now.
Bird beats spin.
Do spin.
Okay. Are you all happy with your placement?
Yeah.
Okay. So these like rolling gouts of mist that just sort of like creep along the ground before disappearing and then reappearing in other locations. You just watch. You get an essence of almost like them circling. And you can't just like strip this feeling of you that you're being observed. Something in the mist is definitely watching you.
Is this the same feeling we got on the way to the town?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna out. Axel, come back over here. There's something out there.
Axel puts away his book. And yeah.
And Axel, as you're like meandering on your way back, you just sort of like feel things brushing against your legs. And you sort of like look down and you can see these like 3 clumps of mist just sort of like occasionally circling around you before disappearing and then like going through your legs and then around.
You know when cats, like you put a cucumber behind a cat and it just like freaks out just in the air? That's what Axel does.
And just like each time as they do, you can just hear this. And you just feel like the mist around your legs just get warm. Like almost to the point where it's like burning. Like as they pass near you.
That ain't good. Anybody feeling like a warm mist around their legs, or is it just me?
Do we?
The only people that have, or the only person that has them directly around them is Axel.
No.
Jimmy, you can
Yeah.
see swirling around as you're sort of. Actually, no, you rolled a 1 on your perception. You don't see anything.
Nope.
Oh, Jimmy's all the way over there. Ooh.
I said I was taken in the back to watch.
Yeah. Jimmy, is there anything strange, warm over there?
I can't see anything.
I just realized that I did have you guys come in on the wrong side of the map. That's funny.
No, no.
Ah, well, it's fine. Who
I
cares?
was thinking about like, hey, so we're leaving town. Why would we?
Wait. The byway goes east from Komoda. That's strange. You know what's even more strange is that I would like you guys to roll initiative as Von Yu. You feel the dagger of warning just beginning to sort of like pull at, like it's sort of like jiggling in its sheath at your side.
Oof, the 18.
On
mean the
you.
8,
Gonna
sorry.
give a shout to everybody. Be prepared.
Be prepared.
God damn it.
Be prepared.
Everyone except Jimmy, of course.
I like how Godon and Banyu have the exact same initiative tiebreaker. Oh wait, no. 3.15, 2. What does that even mean?
That's dexterity.
Okay.
I don't know.
Wait, no.
either.
No, I'm a. Oh,
Go
yeah, yeah.
here.
That's our dexterity.
That's the dexterity, and then it's the modifier, and then it's the.
Oh, that's right, because I
This-
got the
the
stone.
straight
Yeah, okay.
I just work it. I don't know what it means. I had advantage on for this, but
Oh, go ahead and roll again.
no, I put advantage on. I guess it just doesn't.
See if you get higher. What?
Oh,
Roll
my.
again.
What are the odds?
Okay.
Oh, for a second, I thought.
You had me.
Had me in the first half, not gonna lie.
Had me too, bro.
Jimmy.
Please.
Oof.
Oh,
You see,
Hello.
just sort of like climbing out of the mist, a similar creature in visage to the Magma Muppets that you had seen before. It's got that sort of like long sickle nose, but instead of like dripping like magma at the point, the entire visage of the creature is constructed out of the steam and mist that surrounds it. It sort of like almost pulls and coalesces itself before you just watch its form engorge as it and breathes forward this cloud of like mist and steam that is superheated. And I need you make a dexterity saving throw.
14.
Great.
Okay, you succeed.
Did we finish the short rest?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
We gotta beat these things in 1 minute or less for our short rest not to get.
Got 10 turns.
Okay, so you take half this. So you take 3 points of fire damage as the steam just sort of like, you just duck out of the way and sort of drop to one side as the brunt of it misses you, but you can still feel it sort of like stream around the corners and catch the one side of you, and you just feel like your skin just beginning to like blister as the superheated steam just sort of catches you on the side.
Alright.
And you are surprised because you are not within 30 feet of the weapon of warning. So you do not get a turn here, unfortunately. Get on.
Can I see anything?
Jimmy shouts out.
Oh yeah, I was on the wrong
I would
screen. my
say
bad.
scanning your surroundings. These creatures are not trying to be particularly stealthy anymore, so you can see the sort of like clumps in the mist beginning to all converge in like separate places. I will go ahead and reveal. These are all low to the ground.
Those are close to me.
But the only person who was surprised is Jimmy.
So I'm going to rush past Eric, and as I'm doing that, I'm gonna shout out some giant words for big, and use giant's might.
Oh,
The only one that's not surprised.
Gadon, you would also be, because you're 35 feet away from Banyu.
Oh.
The only one that's not surprised
Oh.
is
Joe.
the goddamn Kanku.
So you in fact lose your turn here as well. Actually, no, you didn't fail your perception check, did you?
No, I got a 13.
3.
Okay, so yeah,
That-
you see this this sort of like creature just coalescing in the mist behind you. What do you wish to do?
I am going to turn from it and head over to Axel, because he was talking about how he was feeling something warm.
Yeah, and like you look over at Axel and you spin and turn your head around and you could see like 3 of these more of these forms just like beginning to coalesce. And Axel, I don't even think you rolled a perception check.
I did. I found it.
I think you did.
I don't see one for you.
Oh, Spider-Man initiative then.
That's 13. Yeah, you barely succeeded.
Yeah, I am gonna bonus action, giant's
Banyu
might.
failed as well, but she can't be surprised, so she's fine. Or they're fine. My apologies. So what are you doing?
Bonus action, giant's might.
All right. So Eric, you just watches, like, Gadon sort of cracks his knuckles together, and then just becomes significantly larger and is like threatening to push you out of the space.
I'm gonna go, excuse me, my lord, and pull out my now enlarged whip to go toward those creatures, and staying like 10 feet away from them.
Okay.
Every time you move, the screen shakes.
That's hilarious. Am I 10 feet away now?
I'm trying to figure out how to get the roll to work.
Yeah, you're 10 feet away.
And I'm gonna shout, "Face me, beast!" as I whip the closest one to me.
25 will hit?
Oh, sorry, I giant's.
So, like, your whip just, like, slams through the center of this creature and just sort of, like, cracks, and the entirety of its form just disperses for a moment before it just begins to coalesce back, looking like it did not like what just happened to it. It just sort of, like, turns back towards you.
Okay. And then I'd like to move 5 feet I guess toward the end of the road. I'm not even sure what direction this would be. East. 5 feet east.
Yes. There should be a compass on the bottom left.
I noticed it at the last second. Go.
Moving me.
Just going 30 feet east.
Oh no, I think I moved
Oh yeah, you
I
moved.
moved back
5,
15 feet, I do believe.
10.
So I'm gonna move 15 feet to the east.
Bet.
That's a lot more than 50. Remember, you can just like 5, 10, 15.
Gonna be the end of my turn.
Banyu, thanks to your dagger,
Fine.
you just notice all of your friends and threaten of being stabbed. You're like, oh,
Well, that's unfortunate for them. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
you
Oh,
hide
no.
under the cart.
That's not what I meant to do. The bunny's gonna stop. God damn it! I'm trying to like rotate the map. Bunny is gonna do magic missile on the one that's all the way over there.
Okay, go ahead and roll a
The
d20 for me.
full one, yeah. Oh, I forgot about. Where's my book again?
You're good. There's no surge
Right.
of unstable
Yep.
energies.
Not a nap one, that's fun. And then here comes the magic missile. 1, 2, and a tree.
Right, 8 points of damage. So the darts of force just slam into this creature of mist and steam and just sort of like disrupt its form before it just watches it, like, one completely destroys its head and then it reforms, but as it's reformed, it's now looking directly at you.
Banyu lifts a pretty unfriendly finger and takes a sidestep. It was supposed to be sidestep, but they turned. So. Hello?
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. Oh, I don't mean to be under the goddamn cart.
Be like that.
Okay, Axel,
That's it.
what do you
I'm
wish to
going
do?
down. I'm not sure what the best course of action is here.
Start a blast.
It
Can't
is,
blast.
if you would like to run away, it is an action to disengage, and that means that you will no longer take any attacks of opportunity. Because there are 2 of them directly within base-to-base contact with you. So 2 of them were within threatening range.
Alright, I guess I'll disengage with 35. My 35 feet, maybe. Let's see. I probably want to go somewhere close to Daniel.
There you go.
You're
Okay. This one. Okay.
damn, so it's like that.
That's gonna hit both of you.
Damn.
All D&D cones are 45 degrees, right?
It's equal. The length of it is equal to its or the width of it is equal to its length. So like a 15-foot cone would be 15 feet at the very end, also.
Okay. I don't think that it could, yeah, it would not be able to reasonably get Erickson in the cone. So I would like for Gadon and Axel to both make dexterity saving throws as it breathes forward just a gout of steam in both of your directions. Okay, you both save. So you take half. So you both take 2 points of fire damage.
Lit.
Not again.
Its turn. Barker.
Sweet. What am I going to do? What is the boy going to do? You don't know?
Die.
Okay. How long is many movement it's gonna take me to jump down?
Make an acrobatics check to see if it even requires movement.
Okay. Bam. 7.
It requires movement to get down.
How much?
So that's 5, 10, 15? 15 feet?
Yeah.
So it would require 15 feet of movement for you to climb down. As you sort of like go up to the edge and you sort of like think for a moment about just doing a nice like jump, spit off, and catch yourself at the landing, and you're like, maybe not today. You just climb down.
Second. Something. Okay. So 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 40.
You can move
And I'm
diagonally
going to- Oh, can I?
for 5 squares, for just 5
so
squares.
that's 5. So I have 5 more movement. Right here. You could probably just... Nah, never mind. 5. 10 more movement. I'm trying to go right here. Because I don't want to get caught in the cone. I'm just going to ready my attack. It gets close.
All right. Eric.
I'm gonna stare at these two imps over here. The two that's not close to them two.
Okay.
The two furthest one, yeah. I'm gonna raise my glasses down. Give them like
Raise
a
your
nasty-
glasses down.
My sunglasses. Shut up. Shut up. I'm gonna lower my sunglasses.
That's the verb.
Look at. Shut up. I'm gonna lower my sunglasses and give them both a look. And cast Cause Fear.
Oh?
So they have to make a Wisdom saving throw against 16 because I'm casting it at level 2. It targets both of them.
Okay, so both of these?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, the two further ones. Not the one that's
So these
next
two?
to yeah, those two.
Save DC 16?
Yep.
For the closer? They're feared. And the further? They're both spooked.
Alright, they are both
You can see is
frightened.
like both of them are going to look towards the two like weakened fighters. Like cuz they could these creatures are a fair bit more intelligent, it seems, than the magma methods, and they were both just sort of looking directly over towards the two that were wounded. They were going to go over there and attempt to finish them off, but they just look over at you and they see your eyes just burn with like primordial flame energy, and you're just like these long shadows just begin to outstretch from you as the fire begins to billow around you. They just and begin to recoil in fear.
Don't have any bonus actions that I can really do. So that'll be me.
this one.
Hello. Oh, hi.
It's gonna get right up next to you. And
Dude.
just gonna shotgun you with the breath weapon.
Oh,
So go
yeah.
ahead and make a death save. Or dex save. Not a death save. Oh god.
Oh no!
Save. Instant death.
Shit.
So you succeed the dexterity save, but you lose one death save. No. Let's see, you take half of this in fire damage. Okay. So you take 3 points of fire damage.
Take 2 death saves. You got good.
So they can't move closer to you, but they don't spend their turns running away from you like turn undead, so they're going to attack 10. Okay. 25. Actually, that would have technically been closer, so it would have to be here. Nope.
Ha ha. Ha ha. All according to plan.
This one is gonna 20, 25, 30.
Oof.
They're going to shotgun you on you. So I'd like for you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hi.
Okay, so you take half damage. So 2 points of fire damage.
On you is gonna.
Oh, they
crank
both,
her head to look over at them.
That's right.
They both make a save at the end of the turn.
For this one? One
The other one
closest.
at disadvantage because he rolled a 1. Because I'm in line of sight on how fear fragment works.
Or for the farther one.
It's-
And this one behind the wagon? Oh, this one has disadvantage.
Yeah, the one
one
yeah, the one that's in sight of me.
Okay, well it
has
rolled a natural one
disadvantage.
anyways, so there's
Yeah.
no possible way that it succeeds.
And
This
the other
one-
one's fine.
14. The save DC is 16?
Yeah.
It is still spooked. This one.
Oh no.
And it is going to cone the two of you. So like Barker and Mr. Eric, if you could go ahead and make dex save for me.
Oh, how droll.
Oof.
Oh man, it's
Ooh.
concentration too. Alright. Oof.
Ooh.
Take 6 damage.
Actually no. The 11 succeeds.
Okay, cool. 3 damage.
But still concentration.
Taking 6.
Yep.
6.
Oh, fuck me. Alright, fear's gone.
Oof.
Just came up from behind me while I was staring at these motherfuckers. And I just fucking dropped my sunglasses. Oh shit. Pick them back up.
Okay. Oh, that was his turn. I did the wrong one. Did I accidentally give Gurix a turn? I think I accidentally gave Gurix a turn. Oh, well, it's fine. There's a giant imp block there of like fucking 6 dudes.
Mm-mm.
So Jimmy.
Oh, that imp is the one right next to.
Yeah.
That was the one that surprised me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was the top of the round. Yeah.
Ooh, that's right.
Yeah.
My apologies. I completely forgot because I rolled a natural 20 for this one for initiative. So top of the round, let's see if he gets his weapon back. He does not. So he's just going to attempt to claw you. The steamy claws. That is a
Is he
total
gonna get up next to
of 12. So what?
Is he gonna get
He's
next
within-
to me?
Yeah, you're
No, he's on the one. There's two imps right next to
The
me.
one
Oh,
that's
fuck.
lower
Murder.
down.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
It's gonna get right up there.
12 misses.
12 misses. All right. Then it is your go, sir.
Alright, I'm going to turn to the one that just slashed at me, and I'm going to, a green energy sprouts from my horns. No one sees this. This is for me.
No one can
And,
see this because you're more than 60 feet away from anyone else in the party.
Yep. You all hear a guttural roar from behind in the carts, and I'm using Primal Savagery. It's a spell attack. It's 5. 9.
9 does not hit.
Gotcha.
Dang. Unfortunate. Alright. Jimmy is going to run away.
I will say that 9 just barely doesn't hit.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Like you could feel the steamy form of the creature just sort of like slipping around your head before it just like reforms.
Alright, yeah, no, Jimmy is running away. So.
2 attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
For the one right next to you.
Miss.
11 plus 3, 14? Or plus
Oh,
2,
shit,
12,
I did.
13.
13? Miss.
Okay. And for the one opposite. No. You were
Okay.
absolutely golden.
10, 15, 20. Oh, that's not the right way. 25, 30. And I'm going to use my bonus action to hide with Nature's Mantle.
Okay.
So I disappear into the mist.
You're
16.
pretty confident about it as well. Got on.
I'm going to give a nod to Eric, and then I am going to 5 feet. I'm going to like try to like strike around the one closest to Eric and Bart. Sure.
I'm ready.
Okay, so should be I guess 5 feet east and then 10 feet south. Then I guess another 5 feet south. Okay, and I should be within range of my whip. Yes.
Absolutely. 10 feet.
Okay. And with the 23.
That absolutely hits. Okay, so your
And then
whip
I'm gonna
cracks. And what do you shout as your whip cracks?
Stay apart. These ones are also really hot.
I thought you were fine.
Yeah, but you might not be.
Ah, okay.
That's really good. That's really good. You can feel the compassion and care that he has for you as he says that.
Do I know if these ones explode?
You are aware that all methods,
God, fuck.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
all methods explode.
I don't think I told you all that though, but I might have. I don't know.
Yeah, and then that will be my turn.
On you.
Alright, Banyu is going to turn. Not getting that space. What the No, huh? Hold on. I don't know where I'm at now. It just went weird.
I
No,
think you
I
got.
just wanted
I
to
think you
turn.
disconnected.
Oh, the map
You
gone.
did just disconnect.
You're fading in and out of
Well,
reality.
both Cody and Hannah. Just
Oh.
Something
Skedaddled.
wrong with their internet?
No, because they're still here. It wasn't the
Well, I
internet.
have
It was just
mobile
a
data on my phone
coincidence.
up. Huh.
Tony, speak through mic.
Hey, man.
Hmm.
He's off.
That was a big
Are we at
coincidence.
the Are we at the caravan at the Byway?
Yeah.
you are at the caravan at the Byway. Hang on, I can.
Close to
Okay.
Coming.
Okay. Why does my character thing look like that? Anyway, I don't really care.
You're
Banyu
loading in.
is. Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Please
are.
be patient. Okay, fine. Don't tell me what to do. Oh. Hello.
Wait. Nate, go back
Alright.
to my character. Fucking working. Okay, you can leave.
Banyu is going to either try or slash or stab this bastard in front of them with the dagger.
All right.
Because you don't just walk up on them like that. Apparently
10
you can.
just barely hits.
Okay, cool.
So apparently you can.
So in a slight panic of this creature just like getting all up in your personal space, you just whip around with the dagger out of its sheath as it was rattling there a moment ago. And you just jab into this creature's form, and they sort of like recoil, just, and then feel your hand getting really hot as the blade is just stuck into the mist there. Then you instinctively pull back as you watch the creature's form beginning to waver and engorge in the mist. It's not looking good.
That's fun with me.
Neither is the
Where
one
is
by
our
the three of you over
draconic
there.
fistful?
I would
Any
just like
bonus
to say.
actions?
Oh wait, I took
That's
half
the
damage. I was supposed to
funny
take half damage again, so that was actually 1 damage that I took.
There you go.
That's the end of Banyu's turn.
Axel.
Momo. Oh.
Oof.
That's not Axel.
Oof.
Right one, down one. There you go.
Alright. Give me a second here. I'm gonna move towards the guy just rulered at.
Okay.
That was approximately 17 feet or something like that. I don't know why I didn't just move it normally. But you know.
5. Actually, 10. Yeah.
It's 10 feet. It's 15 feet to get there.
Yeah.
Alright, so the plan is longsword, one-handed.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, it surely hits, right?
It's absolutely 18 hits.
That's a nice chunk of damage.
You watch it instantly. As generally these creatures are being made out of mist. They're a lot less stable than their
Oh.
moltenous counterpart. And with the one strike, this creature is already dissipating in its form and engorging and looking ready to blow.
Hmm. So who here is ranged again?
Me.
Nowhere near.
Oh, I think that imp right there was supposed to get an attack of opportunity.
Ooh,
Yeah, he was.
they
Yeah,
sure
that
were. Does a 17 hit? Axel?
Most certainly.
Okay. Oof.
Okay, so real quick, how far away is this method from Gadon?
This method from Gadon?
That's 10 feet. which
no, the one that hit Axel.
Oh, that
That's
one
5,
is
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30, around, yeah, 25 feet. You get there with 25 feet of movement.
I'm going to use my second rune.
Ooh.
I'm going to use my reaction
What the rune doing?
He's used the best rune.
to redirect that attack onto the method that that's in between the three of us. I'm going to shout out, Sea Foam! There will be clouds come out. And, like, as the method strikes, like, its claws go into the cloud, and a cloud comes out and, like, smacks the other one in the face.
You watch as its like steamy claw rips through the bubbles. They just sort of like pop in tandem, and then out of the sea phone you see a similar claw just reach out and claw and just rip the other method in half, and all of you are outside of 5 feet, so you just watch as it explodes into this like cloud of vapor. Just like pushing around every like there's a circular dent in the mist before it just sort of reforms. Anything else you'd like to do, Axel?
No. Actually, yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Rolling to see if it gets his weapon back. It does not. Sorry, Axel, you're the most hurt, and these creatures are smart.
Unfortunately.
Does a 14 hit?
Most certainly does.
Recommend armor.
Yeah, I know. It's okay, that problem gets solved
I'll have
eventually.
it soon.
5 points of damage. These do not have any modifier. You take 4 points of slashing damage and 1 point of fire damage.
You good?
Ah. His hands trembling.
Barker. You see, just barely over your shoulder, what appears to be the form of Axel in the mist getting rather harried by two individuals, and you could hear Banyu sort of barking in Draconic at another of them,
And she's fine. She didn't take any damage last fight.
sort of repeating the curses and phrases that she had recited at Erickson earlier.
As I'm walking away, I recite just random mumbles again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to do one-handed strike with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
14 for 6.
14 absolutely hits for 6 damage.
And I'm going to do, as a bonus action, an unarmed strike
Okay.
for 7.
Hey. The punch was stronger than the staff.
So, like, you just whip your staff around quickly, and then as, like, in the same motion of you whipping the staff around, you just come around and clock the mist with your clawed hand.
Oh, I think that'll be all.
no.
And
Alright. Eric.
Oh.
Oh.
Eric, contemplating, seeing how much damage our cat friend has taken.
And your bird friend.
Our cat friend is taken. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to.
So how did Axel Choflin Claw die? Ah, friendly fire.
I like this. Yep, let's do it. Okay. I've tried clicking on it. Oh my god. Eldritch Blast at the one in front of
Axel.
Axel. I was
Okay.
about to say Cat Manto.
Go ahead and roll 20.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to learn the names.
I wrote them all down.
Ooh.
10 just
No.
barely hits.
That's good. Are these
No.
ones immune? Are these ones immune to fire?
And 2. I
These
don't know if
ones
they're immune to fire, but
Are also immune to fire.
Okay.
gotcha.
So, Axel, you just watch as a bolt of red goes over your head and slams into the mist in front of you, and you just sort of instinctively curl back, just sort of like protect your face as you're like watching through your paw as you watch the mist become engorged, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Bet.
You got this. You got this. I believe in you.
Easiest
With
save
the
you do.
power of God and enemy on my side. Damn.
Oh God.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Okay.
2.
Take 2 points of fire damage.
Oh,
You good?
I feel so good.
Still got your bonus and your movement.
wait. Did the
Very
does
true.
the imp also take 2 points? Oh wait, they're immune to fire
Fire.
damage. Damn it! I was kind of hoping it was a chain reaction. 2 for 1. All right, that's my turn.
Alright. This one. Actually, let's see if it gets his breath weapon. It does not.
I knows where I am. Oh, jeez.
Nope.
He's right over you.
Oh, shit.
That was the next one, right? No, it's the other one. You go back there. I was going to have them both perceive, but this one was going to attempt to perceive you.
Okay.
Let's see where you went.
Hit.
16 matches your stealth check.
Yep.
Does not have a negative modifier to wisdom, so you just watch as it looks down below you. You can just
I wave.
look up and your horns pierce through the mist. And your sort of like pinkish red drow eyes are just piercing through the fog. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh.
This one? Let's see if it gets his weapon back. It does. Banyu. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Ay, ay, ay.
You got this.
Oh, God.
Easy enough. So you take half damage.
So true.
Points of damage.
Oh, Banyu's gonna hurt this mob. Okay.
This one's also going to perceive. Actually, it's going to make it a... Let's see how intelligent it is. Okay, yeah, it notices that its friend is looking down. Let's see if it gets its breath weapon. It does not. But it used all of its movement to get there. So,
Gimme. Okay. Important question. Does the one next to Bond you see me?
it's looking pretty focused on Banyu. So its passive perception is too low to notice you. So it does not appear to notice
Okay.
you at all.
But is it
And I am
focused
just
on
within
me?
range. So
But
I
And
want
it is
to-
not
I want
heavily
to-
obscured, so you do not have disadvantage on this.
So yes. So I would have advantage on it because it can't see me. Because I'm still stealthing.
You're still
It's
you're
just-
still stealth. So yes, you would have advantage on this because you are hidden from the creature.
Okay. So, shibidaba. 14.
14 hits.
And,
No
four-
extra cool boy damage.
The psychic damage goes off.
All right. So 9 points of damage.
Alright.
And that's enough. Bod, you make another dexterity save for me. As this creature
Oh, no.
pops right next to you.
Loads in their face.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
So you take
The
4,
15?
or take 3 points. Take 3 points of fire damage.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Anything else, Jimmy?
On you is on
5,
you has
10,
turned their head
15,
to look at
20,
the direction.
25, 30. And I'm going to hide again. Back into the mist.
Go.
12. That should be a 12.
All right. Got on.
Okay.
Oh shit. I gotta go to
movement
bed.
is between me and that method.
Kyle, you just want to take over my character?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like you all at this point are beginning to hear like the footfalls of horses in the distance. So what would you like to do, Gaudon? You got one
alright.
friend on Axel, and you can hear Jimmy scuttle about for a little bit and then disappear, and also Banyu yelps in a tiny bit of fire-ish twinged pain
Okay.
beyond the cart.
So
You all
what
have
I
a good night.
want to do is go up
Later, bud.
to the method.
Night, Nate.
Good night. Go up to the method, try to grapple it, and like lift it up so its explosion is out of the range of Axel. And
Okay.
Barker.
So go ahead and make an athletics check.
I mean, with Giant's Might, this will have advantage.
Not a chance. You're just gripping this thing in the air. You're gripping mist. You've somehow caught the mist of this creature, and you're pulling it up in the air because it does not have the immunity to be grappled.
I'm honestly surprised.
Because it doesn't have the immunity to be grappled.
Take it out. And
Alright.
that's my turn.
On you.
Alright, on you, having seen, or having looked to see Jimmy, is his name? Can Banyu see those little dudes in the air? Hello?
Yes, they are just on the edge of your vision.
Alright. Seeing that Jimmy has assisted them, Banyu is gonna do a missile strike on the one. How did I do that? On the one that is to their right. So if we were looking at it from the west, it'd be on the right side.
So the higher of the two.
Are they higher?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. They're just gonna do a magic missile. You. 1, 2, and a tree.
All right, 12 points of damage.
And nah, Banyu's fine where they are. They'll be at the end of their turn.
Axel,
Can I reach that from where it's at or no?
you can jump up and hit it
Would
if
not
you'd
recommend.
like to.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my fighting spirit as a bonus action.
How many temporary hit points does that give you? Or is that the one that gives you temporary hit points?
It gives me 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
With advantage on attack.
So you leap in the air. This the mist is, you sort of like clip, just barely missing the underside of Gadon's hand. And the creature is still kicking. Still trying to get out of Gadon's grasp.
Damn.
Let's see if it regains. It does not. Okay. Let's go to a try. It's gonna try and break the grapple, Dan. It's gonna try its hardest. Ooh. Aw. It does not succeed.
At this point, Gadon is like starting to get used to grappling these.
I going to I'm gonna use my action to dash.
Neural.
I'm sure I'll go right here, and I'm gonna sit down because I'm done.
Okay. Eric.
Hey, it's me. So I can still see through Cody's stream. And let's try to finish off Mr. Thingy-mabob. 4. Four force name, sorry.
Make a dexterity saving throw. As the creature pops in your grasp. Oof. You take 5 points of fire damage.
I was not prepared. Actually, wait. Did I already use my reaction?
No.
Not for this turn, no.
So I am going to use my reaction to do Stone's Endurance.
Nice.
And Heisman should be on there. And ignore 11 points of damage.
And the
you
last
meant like-
2 methods just head downwards and then drop out of the mist as horses begin to arrive. And you can see the people wearing breastplates of Righteous Brand insignia. And a couple of Crown's Guard. And heading them is the Watchmaster Leshner.
And his pet raven Gurik.
And Gurix, who is still on his shoulder. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.